poprzednim odcinku.
To a new beginning. Cheers.
Cheers. Na zdrowie, typie, a teraz cię wysyłam za światy.
You have been here.
Ale twoje słowa zostały wysłuchane, ale nie wzięte pod uwagę. Sorry, bye. Moi drodzy, kolejny, a zarazem ostatni duży odcinek z pobocznych, bowiem kończymy powoli tę grę. Już jutro.
Unacceptable. Psst. Psst. Oh, there. You, sir. Yes, you.
Is everything all right, ma'am?
You've come at just the right time, Banisher. There are monsters in the alehouse.
Is that why you're hiding? And you are?
Lucy Barrow, sir. The alewife.
When the alewife tells me there's a monster in the brewery, I'm inclined to worry. What did you see?
I saw monsters. Ghosts. Corpses. Wraiths. I don't know. I'm an alewife. It is not my area of expertise. But it is very much yours, isn't it? I've seen what you can do. At the meeting house.
Anything else I should know before I head out?
Perry Cottle is dead. Though I doubt the two related.
Perry Cottle? Who's that?
The baker. I found him dead a few days back. Most inconveniently on the floor of the hamlet's bakery. Rude of him, really.
I'm sure he'd go back and change it if he could. He's not like each other then?
He was a good baker. We traded. Shared the barley fields. Split the work, split the crop. Till the moment there was no crop to split. When the fields stopped giving, I kept my head and he did not. Dear me. First, the ugly business with the governor. Then Cottle. Now, with demons in the alehouse. The world is going to shite, I'll tell you. Well, what are you still here for? Standing like a bloody mute? The alehouse lies north, across the bridge, beyond the barren fields. Chop away. But don't get excited. There's no beer.
I'll take my leave of you for now.
All right. I think I'll go back to the hamlets. Be careful, Banisher.
Demons and a dead baker. Haunting case.
Haunting case.
No dobra. Idź do miejsca, gdzie mieszka Lucy Barrow. Zbadaj miejsce, gdzie mieszka Lucy Barrow. No dobra. To ja bym zrobił tak. Poszedłbym tutaj od tyłu domu. I... znalazł źródło korzenia. Tylko gdzie takowe może być? O! Haha! To jeden. To drugi.
Let's check what was hiding under that ivy.
I starczy, okej. Niech ci będzie, gro. Kurde, bele ile rzeczy. Fytolaka dekandra. Okej. Nocne łodygi zielone lub różowe. Korzenia nalegliwości układu oddechowego.
Pretty berries.
That's pokeweed. It's deadly.
Lucy Barrow is quite the force of nature.
As a widowed alewife amongst witch-hunting Puritans, she'd have to be.
Exactly.
Co my tu mamy? Sonkus asper, cykorium. O, cykoria. Kurde, łacińskie nazwy. No to kojarzy cykorię. Jako Bea to jest chyba starzec, nie?
Well-thumbed books.
A tak to ni hu hu.
Lucy Barrow's an educated herbalist.
A dangerous occupation when men are apt to hunt witches.
What did Lucy say Perry Cottle died of?
She didn't.
Jako tej owca dobre na reumatyzm, zdęcia, bazylia. To lubi piwa. Truskawki. Jeśli kawa nie jest dobrej jakości, piwo może być gorzkie.
Those concoctions sure are inventive.
She knows her trade.
I know brewers. And this one is talented.
Czemu mówią ciągle o kawie, teraz mam ochotę? W roku pańskim 1690, 15 lipca po południu w Northallerton, North Yorkshire, świadek pan Daniel Corbin poświadcza w sprawie sprzedaży tawerny zmarłego pana Barrowa i wdowy po nim, obecnie to pani Lucy Barrow, kupionej przez pana Anteę Baina za sumę 12 000 funtów szterlingów.
That's quite the sale. She was lucky. Unmarried alewives don't usually have it so easy.
No dobra. Zbadaj miejsce, gdzie mieszka Lucy Barrow, zbadaj młyn. Czyli po drugiej stronie. No to hop.
I feel something close. This place reminds me of Mother Louse's over on Cheapside. And how the old alewife's doing.
I'm sure she'd be glad to see you back on your feet.
She was a good friend, and I needed one.
Dobra, czytaj.
Folk need bread. What do you use in place of the barley? Lucy, Mistress Barrow, please, I beseech you, tell me.
No. Be gone.
You're evil. You could feed us, but you would have us starve. I'll denounce you. I'll name you to the governor. Devil worshipper! Witch!
Out! Now!
Someone wasn't pleased to be pushed aside.
Cottle overstepped his mark. He should have known his threats could lead to serious punishment.
Are we really surprised, though?
Spod pióra najczcigodniejszego Fairfaxa Haskella, gubernatora kolonii New Eden, okolicznych regionów, do Lucy Barrow karczmarki. Szanowna pani Barrow, bez wątpienia jest pani dobrą karczmarką. Pani piwo jest nie tylko wyśmienita, ale także pomaga rozgrzeć serca naszych współosadników w te ponure dni. Jednak to nie wystarczy. Proszę przyjąć moje kondolencje z powodu śmierci pani partnera handlowego, naszego piekarza Perry'ego Cottela. Ale musisz pokonać nasz smutek, ponieważ naszym obowiązkiem, moim jako gubernatora i pani jako lokalnej rzemieślniczki, jest zaspokojenie potrzeb naszej społeczności. Dlatego oficjalnie przekazuję w pani ręce klucze do piekarni w świętej pamięci pana Cottela, aby mogła pani wykorzystać swoją wiedzę i upiec nasz chleb powszedni. Z poważaniem. Gubernator Fairfax Haskell.
With Cottle dead, the governor gave the keys to the bakery to Lucy Barrow.
Reason enough for Cottle's ghost to linger.
I'm surprised Perry Cottle didn't find his barley substitute. He looked hard enough.
Przez stronę. Gubernatorze, a szczególną prośbę, nie jestem pewna, z kim się skontaktować w tej sprawie. Chciałbym znaleźć artystę, który namaluje mój portret. Nie zależy mi na niczym szczególnym, ale chciałbym, aby ludzie skojarzyli moją twarz z moimi osiągnięciami. Zaiste uważam, że moja praca jest niezwykła i zasługuje na uwiecznienie. Nie ma wielu znanych karczmarek i uważam, że nadszedł czas na zmiany. Mam nadzieję, że będzie mi pan w stanie pomóc. A ciekawe w sumie z tym portretem, nie?
Oh, look at that. It's the drunkard's jackpot.
Don't get excited.
Once upon a time, finding this lot would have made my day. Lucy Barrow's back in the ale business.
And good health to her.
I wonder what this will... We've learned much of Lucy Barrow, but all we know of Perry Cottle is that he was angry, and then he died.
Let's dig into his story. His mill can't be far. By the fields, perhaps downriver from here.
Quite the collection. Well labelled too.
Lucy Barrows is better organized than my mother.
Po wielu tygodniach eksperymentów w końcu znalazłem idealny zamiennik jęczmienia. Owies, zwykły owies, jestem z siebie dumna. Perry zapytał mnie o mój sekret. Kiedy zaproponowałem, że sprzedam mu przepis, zrobił się cały czerwony ze złości, jak mógł pomyśleć, że dam mu go za darmo. Moja ciężka praca nie jest częścią naszej umowy. Dziś rano Perry mnie szpiegował, schował się jak tchórz za moim oknem. Chce wiedzieć, jaki jest mój sekretny składnik. Będzie wiedział, kiedy mi zapłaci. Dziś rano, kiedy dotarłem do swojej karczmy, zobaczyłem, że ktoś próbował się do niej włamać. Wiem, że to znowu ten przeklęty piekarz. Zrobił wszystko, by zdobyć mój sekret. Muszę teraz zamykać wszystkie okna, kiedy pracuję. Jeśli chcę być bezpieczna, Perry zawsze się tam czai. Wiem to, słyszę go, czuję go. Budzę się w środku nocy za każdym razem, gdy słyszę dźwięk. Muszę przyznać, że się boję. Może powinnam zostawić pułapki wokół mojego domu, a Perry złamałby w nich sobie nogę. Jak potulis, którym jest, to by go nauczyło. Może w końcu zostawi mnie w spokoju. No dobra. To chyba tyle, nie? Idź do młyna Perry'ego Cottela. To jest 200 metrów stąd? O kurde bele. Kawał terenu. Nie sądziłem, że... No dobra. To idziemy. Znajdźmy skurczybyka. Zbadaj młyn Perry'ego Cottela i kolejna narośl. Dobra. Dawaj ją. I ty. I ty. No gdzieś jest trzeci. Tylko gdzie? Tu słyszę? Tak.
Picked and cold.
Nice. A tędy mam wejść. No i owszem.
Oh there! No? Still no ghost?
Dawaj. Drogi Perry, otrzymaliśmy twój list z prośbą o zboże, niestety możemy wyłącznie odmówić twojej prośbie. Sami również mamy problemy z plonami, nic im nie zostało, ale obecnie szukamy rozwiązania i dam ci znać, jeśli je znajdziemy. Tymczasem trzymaj się tam, jesteś talentowanym piekarzem, ta karczmarka cię nie powstrzyma, ale na pewno nie drugi raz. Jej piwo może podtrzymuje ludzi na duchu, ale ich nie karmi. Wkrótce będą domagać się jedzenia i nie będą już przejmować się wywarem tej wiedźmy. Nie trać wiary, Clemency gives. Dobra. Uwzięli się na tę karczmarkę? Test zamiennika jęczmienia. Kukurydza, droga, chleb jest kruchy, twaróg i jajka, bułki nie są najgorsze, nieodpowiednie dla całej społeczności. Może jeszcze się do czegoś przydadzą. Żyto, trudne w uprawie, drogie i daje chleb o niezadowalającej konsystencji.
I don't think Koto was doing any baking at all, with or without herbs. Cobwebs on empty barley bags.
He ran out some time ago.
No. Haskell, bochenek, jeden bochenek, bochenek, bochenek. Wszystko Haskell.
Odd times for Koto the baker.
We didn't learn much. I suppose we should try his bakery.
Okej. Uwaga, uwaga, nie mamy ziarna, z tego powodu nie mamy mąki, z tego powodu nie mamy chleba, Perry Cocktail. No dobra.
Hey, you! What are you doing in my mill? Who are you?
Settle down, Ghost. I'm Anteę Duarte. This is Red McWraith. We're Banishers.
Why are you here?
We're here to help. We spoke with Lucy Barrow. Are you the ghost that assailed her in the alehouse?
I am. I must stop her. I must expose her.
Well, aren't you the charmer? What did she do to you?
I, sir, am the baker Perry Cottle, and she, sir, though we worked dovetailed, did poison me. She poisoned me, and if she's not stopped, she'll poison everyone else too.
When you call Lucy Barrow a witch, are you overstating for effect, or do you mean it?
Books in strange and foreign lettering, strange herbs, and stranger beer. The woman has a cauldron. And for the love of all that's holy, none will speak for her, for none know her. This is because she is a witch.
Let me state this clearly for you. Because of ignorant, hysterical, gossip-mongering men like you, innocent women die. I advise you to watch your damned mouth, sir.
I know what I saw.
What's your relationship to Lucy Barrow?
We traded. We were cooperators, or so I thought. The day I needed help, and she denied it, I learned that we were rivals.
What do you mean by cooperators?
We shared the barley field. 'Twas good business. But when the crop failed, she cut me out, sliced straight down the middle.
Tell me about the poisoning.
The alewife witch picked plants for her brewing. I watched her do it. I took them for flour for my bread. She must have seen me do it. She saw me do it and poisoned my flour.
You said you picked herbs yourself, Mr. Cottle.
I know the difference between aromatic plants and whatever the witch uses, thank you very much. Look, she wished to bake bread. She had ambition, and I was in her way. And that's not all. Here, we mill barley for our flour, and for some time now, there's been none. When the alewife found a substitute, I thought we were saved. I asked her for it, but she wanted payment. Payment! Folks are starving, and she wanted payment.
Wouldn't you have done the same if your positions were reversed?
What? Of course not. Good people are starving. How dare you? The witch must pay her rent, and you must be the landlord. Denounce her to the governor, that a lowly baker may see justice done.
No denunciation without proof, and no guarantees even with it.
Then go to the bakery, for that's where she killed me. You'll see.
We'll take our leave of you.
Do what you know you must. Denounce the witch.
Oj kurde, bele, tacy są najgorsi, nie? Wiedźma, wiedźma, idź do piekarni w osadzie.
Why is the alewife here?
Mistress Barrow, can I help you?
Mr. McWraith, did you take care of the demons?
I did.
Then you've helped plenty. Thank you now. Goodbye.
Not so fast, Mistress Barrow. I'm looking into the death of the baker. I'll need to search the bakery.
The bakery is mine, and I have not granted you permission.
Aye, I believe the governor gave you the keys to the bakery.
Yes. Well, I seem to have misplaced them.
Perry Cotto tells me you poisoned them.
You talked to him? He's dead, but you talked to him? Such talent! Did your talent tell you he was talking nonsense? Why would I poison Perry Cottle?
He thinks you were going into the bakery business and wanted to eliminate the competition. By the looks of it, that seems to hold some truth.
I am confident enough in my skills to not kill the competition. That would be against my principle. Worse, it would be stupid. And if his ghost can't see it, he's as stupid dead as he was living.
I found your key in the alehouse, hidden away by a spectral web. The work of Perry's ghost. He was obviously trying to make sure he wouldn't get to his bakery.
Spectral what? Look, the bakery lies empty. Folk need bread. I intend to meet their need, with or without Cottle's bloody ghost's approval.
Perry thought you were planning to bake bread. And he was right. He felt threatened.
Perry thought that I should know my place. I disagreed.
You had production trouble. Cottle too. You didn't mention it.
Because, though I say it myself, I, in my ingenuity, found a substitute. Cottle did not. And that vexed him greatly.
You didn't share it.
If they'd paid for it, I would have shared it. None made the offer, including Perry Cottle. I knew he was spying on me, so I led him to believe that I was using common weeds in place of the barley.
I'm starting to like her.
So you stood up for yourself. I understand. Nevertheless, I'll need to look inside the bakery now. With your permission, of course.
You have the key. Do what you must.
I'll take my leave of you for now.
Be quick about it. I have a business to run.
Ja też. Dlatego puszczamy do środka i wjeżdżamy. Na pełnej rakiecie. Co my tu mamy? Powodzenia, Bostonie, nie zapomnij, że wierzę w ciebie tak jak ty wierzysz w niego, Aspen. Okej.
Perry's plant gatherings.
He really had no idea what he was doing. This plant, it's phytolacca. Moments from the past are still here.
Toki mi indrasta, skal nam falas.
Can't keep the baker from baking his bread. Lucy Barrow, you horrible little witch.
Nasty way to go. Poor son.
Cottle thinks Lucy Barrow killed him, when in truth he poisoned himself.
Desperate to find the right herb, he made a mistake. Is this pure bad luck?
Pieczenie chleba. Wiemy, że składniki to jest mieszanka na jedną noc. Formować chleb, jak otrzymać mąkę podobną do jęczmiennej, drobno zmienić korzenie. Okej.
Are you done, Mr. McWraith? I wish to fire up the oven so that we may have bread.
Touch my oven
Oj, sorry. Rzeczy, których Lucy Barrow może używać. Chwila, widziałem ją. Ścina chwasty. Okej. Trochę nie poszło po mojej myśli, nie jestem szaleńcem Lucy Barrow. What the fuck? Co to tak nagle wyrok? No dobra, ale dziwnie.
Baker Perry Cottle, you are mistaken. The alewife Lucy Barrow is not responsible for your death. You were a godly man. You wished to bake your bread. You cared about your work. I care about mine.
Please, tell me how to bake your bread. People must eat.
Perhaps the Lord wishes it? The people must have their daily bread.
That's the spirit. Perhaps they'll call it after you. The Cottle Loaf.
You may have the recipe. I'm not sure if I should believe you, but the ways of the Lord are inscrutable.
Spoken with grace. Carry that with you.
You have been here.
I'll get on with it, if you don't mind. Good day to you.
Okej. Spoko. Do laski niezgody zamknięto przypadek nawiedzenia. Fajnie. No dobra. Co tu jeszcze mamy? Mój drogi Perry. Piszę o ciebie ten list, abyś zabrał go ze sobą do nowego świata i nie zapomniał o mnie, starej kobiecie. Jestem z ciebie taka dumna. Nie jesteś już moim chłopcem, którego zabrałam z ulicy. Jesteś teraz dorosłym i pełnym pasji mężczyzną. Jestem pewna, że nowy świat przyniesie twojemu życiu znaczenie, którego szukasz i że będziesz najbardziej utalentowanym piekarzem w swojej okolicy. Nie zapomnij o swojej pasji, zachowaj godność w obliczu przeciwności losu i oddaj hołd naszemu pięknemu powołaniu. Nie zapominaj, że karmienie innych to zaszczytna misja i że nasz Pan czuwa nad tobą. Odwiedź mnie kiedyś, jeśli możesz, ale przede wszystkim napisz do mnie. Życzę powodzenia, Aspen.
Perhaps I treated him harshly. Oh well. I have bread to bake.
I suspect Mistress Barrow may change her ways.
Learning can be a painful business.
No zwłaszcza, jeżeli nauczył się na przykład odrobiny pokory, bo tego mu totalnie brakowało. No dobra. Został jeden przypadek nawiedzenia na tym terenie i jedziemy, nie? Odnać świętą jaskinię Hugh Bachelora.
The veil here is as thin as in the cave where you found me.
Co to miało być?
Something's written here.
Zaczekam na ciebie.
Something's written here. I believe it's from Marcy.
Nie opuszczaj mnie.
I don't know if these are comforting or terrifying.
I go with creepy.
Gdzie jesteś, Hugh?
She sounds restless.
How long has it been since you's return?
Proszę wróć do mnie. Dobra, postaram się. Okej. Rzeczy.
Voices my past.
A teraz, Boże mój, niechże oczy Twe będą otwarte, a uszy Twe uważne na modlitwę w tym miejscu. A teraz powstań, Panie Boże, i zamieszkaj Ty oraz arka Twojej potęgi. Kapłani Twoi, Panie Boże, niech przyoblęką się w zbawienie, a czciciele Twoi niechaj się radują szczęściem. Panie Boże, nie odwracaj oblicza od Twojego pomazańca, pamiętaj o Twojej dobroci wobec Twojego sługi Dawida. No dobra. Matka miała rację. Drogi naszego Pana są niezbadane. Dlaczego wybrał mnie? W jakim celu? Czy mam głościć Jego słowa? Mam milczeć? Z kim mogę porozmawiać o tych wizjach? Dlaczego nic nie jest jasne? Modlę się, że do mnie przemówił, ale to się nigdy nie zdarza. Może powinnam jeszcze trochę poczekać. Może Hugh mnie oświeci. Może powinnam mu powiedzieć. Słusznie postąpiłam, mówiąc Hugh o moich wizjach. Utrzymuję, że to są to słowa naszego Pana. Za każdym razem muszę mu mówić, co widzę, wtedy pomaga mi rozszyfrować moje wizje. Dowiemy się, dlaczego nasz Pan zdecydował się do mnie mówić i jak mam głościć Jego słowo. Moje wizje są zawsze stosunkowo podobne. Są dość rozmyte, jest to bardziej jakby uczucie, ale ostatnia noc była inna. Mogą dostrzec kształt skrzydlaną postać. To był anioł, jestem tego pewna. Unosił się nad nią Eden. Wokół panowała ciemność, ale anioł był otoczony aureolą światła. Wyciągnął do mnie rękę, złapałem go za nią i nagle wszystko się rozjaśniło i poczułam spokój. Klątwa zniknęła. Myślę, że to oznacza, że jestem kluczem do rozwiązania tej sprawy. Mogę ocalić New Eden.
I've brought stew. 'Tis your favourite. Bread and water, too.
It smells so very good. Thank you. I'm sad to disappoint, but I am fasting.
As did our Lord Jesus Christ himself. Truly, you and he walk the same path. I'm so very proud of you.
Hugh Batchelor let his sister starve herself.
But was it her idea or his?
Przyprowadzili go na miejsce Golgota, to znaczy miejsce czaszki. Tam dawali mu wino, zaprawiono mirrę, lecz on nie przyjął. Ukrzyżowali go i rozdzielili między siebie jego szaty, rzucając nie losy, co który miał brać. A była godzina 3, gdy go ukrzyżowali. Był też napis podam jego winie tak ułożony. Król żydowski.
Let's look for Marcy. She can't have gone far.
Znajdź Marcy Batchelor. Tutaj? Chyba tutaj. Kolejny stolik, kolejne notatki. Dawaj. Proktorowie wracają z podróży do Providence. Co ciekawe, Anton zamienił ze mną tylko kilka słów. Wyglądał albo na zmartwionego, albo nieufnego, nie mam pewności. Zwykle jest bardziej rozmowny. Coś musiało się wydarzyć podczas ich podróży. Zeszłej nocy Ethel i Anton widzieli mnie w sprawie dziwnej księgi Agripy. Mówią, że otrzymali od kupca, który sam zdobył gdzieś indziej. Według nich zawierał nam mroczne sekrety dotyczące nieśmiertelności. Chcieli, żebym ją przeczytał, bo mam większe doświadczenie. Skończyłem czytać tę księgę. Zawarto w niej wiele zakazanej wiedzy, tylko kilka rozdziałów. Wspomina o zmartwychwstaniu, a jeszcze mniej o nieśmiertelności, ale rytuały są dokładnie opisane i o ile się nie mylę, można je przeprowadzić po kilku miesiącach nauki. Podzielili się swoimi spostrzeżeniami z Antonem i jego żoną i daliśmy radę przeprowadzić mały rytuał przywołania ducha. To był wielki sukces. Stary Richard, który zmarł wiele lat temu, wrócił na kilka minut jako duch. Ethel wydaje się mieć prawdziwy dar do tego rodzaju kultystycznych rzeczy, a Anton kazał nam obiecać, że na razie nikomu nie powiemy. Nie mądrze. Jak zabawka z tabliczką Ouija.
Is there a cave in New Eden that...
Anton i ja nauczyliśmy się kilku pomniejszych rytuałów. Zrozumienie, jak działa świat duchów, jest fascynujące. Ethel zaczęła studiować potężniejszy rytuał. Ethel uważa, że do wielkiego rytuału będziemy potrzebować więcej osób. Anton zasugerował, żebyśmy opowiedzieli sąsiadom o książce, aby uniknąć donosu, zdecydowaliśmy się na inicjację Jacka i Appletona. Mogą z łatwością nawrócić swoją rodzinę, jeśli nas posłuchają. Anton zebrał wszystkich swoje 100 $, aby wygłosić krótkie przemówienie do naszych nowych członków. Muszę przyznać, że potrafi być elokwentny, kiedy trzeba. Teraz jest nas 7, wystarczająco dużo, aby wykonać dowolny, większy rytuał. Ethel odprawiła mszę na zakończenie inicjacji ostatnich wyznawców.
They were looking for the devil. Marcy was looking for God.
And now an angel has taken up residence.
No dobra, ale to wyznawców czego? To wiedzieli, że jest to wiedza zakazana, nie? Raczej nic dobrego z tego nie mogło przyjść.
Red, come. I found something.
Co masz? Zardzewiały nóż z ostrzem podpełnionym krwią Marcy i to właśnie on wiąże jej ducha.
A bloody knife in a dingy cave. Always a pleasure. That's something to tell us. Did I just do the wrong ritual? A scale fogach smile.
Oh Lord, please help me. I'm scared. I can't do this alone. Go down. Go deep. Well do I know it. Take my hands. Take my hands and mark them so your flock may see, so they will no longer doubt you. Do it, do it, my darling. Grant me the strength to do my duty. Your blood is the blood everlasting. I will speak your sainted words. They will listen and believe.
She cut herself. Where did the whispers come from?
Maybe she was under the influence of a malignant spirit. There's a trail of blood. Let's follow it.
Kurde bele. No dobra. Gdzie te ślady krwi? Nie będzie zapaszku? Nie są tylko ślady krwi, które nie są podświetlone, okej. Znać Marcy. No i ona wierzyła, że to jest, wiecie, coś dobrego, nie? Co się jej ukazuje. O, wyszło jak wyszło. A nie wyszło dobrze, wyszło tragicznie. Co my tu mamy? Odkąd pojawiły się szczeliny, duchy są niespokojne, nasze rytuały stają się coraz bardziej instabilne. Jaskinia nie jest już bezpieczna, ale nie mamy innego miejsca do ukrycia się. Boję się, że jeśli nie opuścimy tego miejsca, to wydarzy się kolejna tragedia. Anton w końcu podjął decyzję o przerwaniu naszych rytuałów, dopóki nie znajdziemy bezpieczniejszej kryjówki. W międzyczasie Ethel poprosiła mnie o dalsze studiowania gripy. Anton dokonał nieoczekiwanego odkrycia. Kiedy pracował w młynie, ziemia zapadła się pod jego stopami i wpadł do mojej wnęki, która zdaje się prowadzić do większej jaskini nasyconej ezoterycznymi siłami. Czy to przeznaczenie, czy przypadek? Nie jestem w stanie powiedzieć. Moje badania przybrały nowy, nieoczekiwany obrót. Jesteśmy coraz bliżej naszego celu.
Poor thing. How long has she been lying here, forgotten? And how has she gone unnoticed?
Perhaps the path was already blocked. I can feel her presence. You have her tie. Summon her.
I must summon you.
Our Father who art in heaven, I thank you for your blessing.
Good day to you, Miss Bachelor.
My child, you may call me Marcy, for I am the angel Marcy, sent to guide and protect. Are you an angel too? I see your man with you. Were you sent to guide and protect him, to be his light in the darkness?
He should be so lucky. I'm Anteę Duarte, and I'm no angel. This is Red McGrath. We're Banishers.
I see sadness in you, Anteة Duarte. Sadness and goodwill and not a shred of evil.
Nice of you to say, but I have my moments.
You should listen to me when I say nice things about you, because they're true. God is never wrong. You see, God speaks to me. In visions, he reveals his light. What would you ask him? What would you ask the Lord? Ask, and I will answer.
I notice you have the mark of the Lord. Your stigmata. How did you get them?
He gave them to me. He came to me, took my hands in his, bathed me in his divine light, and granted me his blessing.
What is this place?
It's a blessing, isn't it? Our Lord guided you here, just as he did for me.
And how do we know it was God?
Don't you feel it? His warmth, his goodness, his light. It's him. Why, who else could it be? God called me to this blessed place that he, through me, may redeem it. This, my child, is what it means to be an angel.
Tell me more about these visions. What do you see in them?
He bade me follow his path, to suffer for those I love, as his son did before me. I agreed, of course.
Do you see God?
Not exactly. I see a white lighter die and die again, forgiving the undying demon forged to eat her. I see them locked forever after in a dance that never ends. My visions are warnings. New Eden is sinking.
What happened to you, Marcy?
What happened? I opened my heart and let in the light. And do you know, it had always been there.
You starved yourself. You refused your brother's food. Is that what killed you?
God gave me a duty. I should sacrifice my body, as did his son, that my people may have forgiveness. I must carry the light to unbelievers, so that with it in their hearts, they may be saved by the light of the Lord.
You sacrificed your body for the salvation of others. I'm sorry. I don't know how that works.
Our people are plagued by evil. Darkness grips them.
I've noticed.
In the turmoil of my dreams, I'd watch them writhe and burn in endless flaming turmoil. I knew not what it meant, but you kindly helped me understand. In revealing to me the horror lurking in the shadows, God was showing me the goodness waiting in the light. My suffering lights the way to salvation.
We're gonna have to talk to Hugh about this, aren't we?
We must leave you.
God goes with you, my child, whether you know it or not. Wait. I feel something. Someone. My brother. I'm here. Hugh.
Tak myślałem, że brat przyszedł. No dobra. To lecimy. No, skubana się będzie teleportować, nie? Ja stąd nie zeskoczę. Muszę iść piechotą. Zaczekaj na mnie, pani duchu.
My brother.
Marcy, nie aniele, i teraz wyobraźcie sobie. I on dostał i nie żyje. To było straszne, nie? To było takie wredne. O, matko. I się skończyło, nie?
Mr. McCrae, can you see her now? Is she not magnificent? Is she not a blessing from the Lord High God himself?
What are you doing here?
I'll justify neither my comings nor my goings.
You might have to, school teacher. I know you followed me. No need to deny it, just tell me why.
I would go to the cave, but the devil's agents had blocked the way. I hoped the Banisher would lift their spells. Though I confess I feared you'd make it worse.
Your own sister starved. How could you allow it?
Would you have me oppose the will of the Lord my God? No. Never.
I know it pained him to see me suffer. But my suffering was the path to my sainthood.
Marcy had visions. She heard voices. Did you know this?
Of course I knew. They scared her.
God sent a trial to test me. But he also sent me a guide. My brother, sir.
Did you not talk to Reverend Davenport? Or Haskell, maybe?
Why would I do such a thing when the Bible is clear? In visions, God reveals himself to the chosen few. My sister is one of them. I'd known all my life that Marcy was special. Here was the Lord's own proof.
You took advantage of Marcy's trust. You let her starve.
No, I did not trust him. I trusted God. The Lord spoke to me. He set his mark upon me. He chose me.
Stop your doubting now and gaze upon the face of an angel and glory in the work of the Lord. Behold your salvation.
Let's get this over with. Marcy Bachelor, dearest angel, your holy work is done. God has forgiven your people.
He did? They are saved in his eyes and his heart?
Not yet, but they will. You see, the Lord heard your prayers and sent us to lift the curse. Isn't that good news?
Good news indeed. The best news. O Lord, for your blessing, it is right to give you thanks and also praise. And you, sister, I thank you too.
You're welcome. Off you go.
Salvation! Salvation and an end to suffering. 'Tis done, my brother. You were right. I'll see you soon. I'll wait for you at his right hand.
Farewell.
What have you done? You've doomed us. You've damned us all.
No typie, powiem ci szczerze, nie jestem fanem tego, co zrobiłeś, bo po prostu wykorzystał siostrę, bo pomyślał sobie, o rany, jest narzędziem Boga, to ją wygłodzę i tak dalej, no tragedia, po prostu tragedia, nie? Pozwolił swojej siostrze umrzeć, coś strasznego, kurde bele. Dobra, kolejne poboczne oznaczone, możemy runąć z jaskini.
Are you alright?
Old memory.
Your sisters?
Aoife, mostly.
If I'd had a big brother, I'd have liked him to have been like you.
I haven't visited her grave in a very long time.
Perhaps, once this is over, it shall be time. Sounds like a good place to stop. Take stock.
Ale to jest fajne, że robią zadania. Poznajemy postaci znacznie lepiej. Pozbądź się zwodniczej mgły.
There is nothing for you here.
My name is Anteę Duarte. This is my partner, Red McWraith. We are Banishers. We can help.
You haunt him.
I haunt him.
You should not be here.
May I ask your name?
I'm Elizabeth. Banishers, you said?
Yes. We deal in hauntings. Hauntings like yours.
You should go.
You shouldn't be here. What binds you? What's keeping you here?
What binds you? What keeps you? Stay away from my sister. Stay away from Mary Claire. Be gone.
Hogging all the fun?
Elizabeth cares. Deeply.
I think so too. There's no malice here.
Perhaps something around this cove will tell us about this Mary Claire.
O! Kartki zapisane wierszami. No wierszy to ja nie będę czytał, nie? Wyjdzie cheesy.
Weird. She seems hostile, but also tries to guide us towards something.
Already able to control wisps. Her ghost grows strong fast.
Okej. Te pudełeczka rozwalimy, ale wydaje mi się, że zdecydowanie powinienem być chyba z tamtej strony, tak mówi znacznik. O, tutaj.
Part of the story is waiting to be revealed.
I raise for now the veil of shadows.
You could have stayed home to write. How's your leg?
Still crippled. Besides, I needed air, and I like it here.
I know you like it here.
Elizabeth! Are you all right?
Yes. Wait. No. My necklace is gone.
The real lady must be Mary Claire.
Mary Claire is hobbled. Her sister must have done the chores.
They seem very happy indeed.
Patrz na nią. Dziennik z wierszami, no. Pójdę sobie gdziekolwiek się uda. Ładnie, ale to wychodzi na to, że Ona pisała dla siostry? Niemożliwe. Wiersze miłosne dla siostry? Coś tu nie gra. Coś tu kurde śmierdzi.
I sense the fragment of a ghost's voice.
Not a word, not a yearning, and yet the leaves of every tree whisper thy name away.
You used to write me poems.
If I remembered it, I'd not admit to it.
Oh, come on. It was not that bad.
O, Red był poetą, kurde. Podążaj za ognikiem, no dobra. Ognik prowadzi tutaj do chaty, nie? Co też kryć się może?
Something's concealed.
No proszę. Co my tu mamy? Wyrwane kartki zapisane wierszami. Kolejne.
She is the leaf brightening upon the breeze.
How did it go? The light in your eyes.
The warmth in thy eyes.
You do remember.
No dobra, a teraz ognik prowadzi tutaj. Cokolwiek to znaczy pogrzebana miłości. Prowadź przede mną. Tu bym się dostał.
Red, I can't manifest anymore.
Bo gdzieś jest amulet. Tylko gdzie? To tu.
The ward's power is gone.
More efficient than cannon powder.
Spójrzmy na kolejny poemat. O Irlandii. Ciekawe. Bardzo ciekawe. Myślicie, że one nie są siostrami tak naprawdę? Że wiecie, to pod przykrywką miłość zakazana i te sprawy, nie? W tamtych czasach. I pod przykrywką siostrzanej miłości żyją razem?
Dainty sparkle of Helios' lamp shining through the space of each quivering branch.
Jak mogę przelać ten pawier nieczytelny? Opuszczam dom, zostawiam to wszystko za sobą, nie obchodzi mnie co powie, tęsknię za Erią. Świat się porusza ostatnio jeszcze bardziej niż wcześniej. Kształty tego, czym mogłoby być moje życie, gdybym tam została, by poślubić tego mężczyznę migoczące przede mną w moich snach. Przybyła święta, pójdziemy na ramiona. Słyszałam twój głos w oddali i słuchałam go i opuściłam złoty dom mego ojca. Chodź do mnie tutaj, chodź do mnie tutaj, chodź do mnie tutaj.
Fleeing island and an unwanted marriage. They risked much. It was a brave thing to do.
Mówię wam, udawały siostry.
It was so romantic. Go on, say it.
The warmth in thy eyes in the dark of the night. The sparkle in thy voice in the depths of my heart.
I was right. It was terrible. And I still like it.
Echoing chords across the sea, there's a storm when you sleep. Our joined souls usher in the unspoken.
I drewniany wisiorek z wygrawerowanymi imionami Moira Tynan i Elizabeth
Moira Tynan.
O'Hara.
Have we heard that name before?
We have now. And we found our tie.
There is nothing for you here.
Who is Moira Tynan?
No, 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 no. Please, leave it alone. Leave it be.
Shreds of the path left by a ghost. I can unveil them. There's another trail. This way.
Kolejne kartki zapisane wierszami.
A spirit stamped this place with its presence and left a trail.
Byle do przodu.
Spectral remains. Proof of a spirit's passage.
No, ale musimy do Anteę dotknąć? Chyba tak. W przeciwnym razie mi nie puści sobie tego. Tak jest, nie odkryje mi drogi, ścieżki. Podążaj za widmowymi skazami, okej. To prowadź. A to jest ciekawe, nie? Odkryliśmy w sumie fakt, że to nie były siostry. Ale wychodzi na to, że jedna miała być oddana jakiemuś facetowi, nie? I miała być zaręczona i poślubić jakiegoś chłopa. Więc uznała, że pierdziele i pewnie uciekły, nie? Z Irlandii, o Jezu, co ty robisz, Red? Z Irlandii się tutaj pięknie. Piękna historia miłosna.
Come, let me show you the...
Love poems, fortified quick mist. She's a fiercely protective ghost.
That gives her power. We should take care.
Okej. Pozbądź się zwodniczej mgły. Raczej nie tędy. Rachel do góry.
You trespass here. Leave us be.
I'm afraid we can't do that.
If a sliver of kindness yet remains in your hearts, please leave.
You care for your sister. 'Tis clear you've no wish to harm her.
Do you?
No, of course not.
What happened? How did you die?
We are all mortal. I knew it, but strangely I thought myself exempt. A bad cut, badness in the blood. I rotted from within. And that was that. Leave us be. Leave Mary Claire alone.
She's strong and defensive. The sister, Mary Claire, should be nearby. Look for a house.
Zbadaj okolice domu siostrą Hara, okej. Jakich sióstr? Już wiemy, że to nie były siostry, daj spokój. A może siostra umarła w rzeczywistości?
Voices from the dead ripple here.
I see the apron you wore to the river. From across the meadow, the blossoms and leaves. I see its wings rise like sails in the harbour. From across the meadow, or so I believe.
Do you recognize the verse?
I see the apron you wore to the river. From across the meadow, the blossoms and leaves. I see its wings rise like sails in the harbour. From across the meadow, or so I believe.
Do you recognize the verse?
No, but I see spectral stains enveloping the building and blocking the door. How did the poem go again?
I don't think the poem referred to this.
Siostra może przybyła, wiecie, po jedną.
Maybe something around here refers to what's in the verses.
I see the apron you wore to the river. From across the meadow, the blossoms and leaves. I see its wings rise like sails in the harbour. From across the meadow, or so I believe.
W sensie jedna siostra przybyła po drugą i wiecie, i zmarła. W nadziei, że ją odzyska, gdy tamta uciekła z Irlandii.
Sense the ripple of a past conversation.
I see all the milk you sifted this morning. From across the meadow, the blossoms and leaves. I see all its freckles braid onto your clogs. From across the meadow, or so I believe.
No dobra. To teraz wiem, że chyba po drugiej stronie domu, nie? Cześć, papucie.
I see the curds that you plucked from the way. From across the meadow, the blossoms and leaves. I see the colander resting in the hay. From across the meadow, or so I believe.
Durszlak powiadasz. Durszlak to jest tam. Będziemy robić spaghetti.
Traces of a ghost's memory resonate here.
I see the cheese you stir for me and my sins. From across the meadow, the blossoms and leaves. Oh, please do gift me this mouthful of mercy, so the mournful morrow cleaves.
The thread is gone.
No dobra. Zbadaj warsztat. Puśćcie mnie. Od tak? Okej. Poemacik kolejny. Taka rzeczy panienka idąc ku stodole, aby zalotników zostawić. Okej, to brzmiało dziwnie. Lisbeth, moje serduszko, czytanie twojego listu sprawi mi wielką radość. Myślałem, że już nigdy nie otrzymam od ciebie żadnych wieści. W domu wszystko jest dobrze, a tyle na ile możesz. Zbiory są niewielkie, jak krowa się ocieliła. Pozwoliliśmy lokatorom zostać, więc jest przynajmniej wołowinka i mleko. Ten rok będzie lepszy. Może stracimy mniej młodych mężczyzn z powodu kolonii lub wojny i mniej młodych dziewcząt. Odejdzie służyć w Anglii. Tak jak twoja przyjaciółka Moira Tynan. Nikt nie widział jej od lat, odkąd wyszła z domu bez słowa. Ani do swojego ojca, ani do swojego narzeczonego Padraga Oga. Twoja matka nie była taka sama, odkąd wyjechałaś, podobnie jak Padrag. Ale ślub przyniósł trochę radości. Og postanowił, że porzuci Moirę, żeni się z twoją siostrą Mary Claire. Ten jaki za tobą jak wszyscy. Przekazuje ci całą moją miłość twój ojciec. Oj, wszystko jasne.
This letter says Elizabeth's sister Mary Claire got married in Ireland.
But they're here in New Eden. Wait. Of course. This isn't Mary Claire.
Moira Tynan was betrothed to some fella. Moira fled with Elizabeth to avoid the marriage.
Mary Claire isn't Elizabeth's sister. It's a pretense to allow them to be together. We know Mary Claire is not who she claims to be. We know you're not sisters.
No dobra.
Somebody's home. They were in love. Their love binds them together yet. I hear it happens.
Let's go have a wee chat with them.
No i wszystko jasne, kurde. Uciekły zakochane, porzuciły, wiecie, narzeczonego Moiry, a tamten się z jej siostrą, której Moira imię przyjęła. Hajtną.
A ghost in love is a force to be reckoned with.
I believe you. Oh there! Moira! Elizabeth! I wish to help you. Will you talk to me?
Be off with you, Scotsman.
Moira, I only wish to talk.
You shouldn't be here.
Nor should you, Elizabeth.
You're haunted.
Anteã Duarte, pleased to meet you.
You've been here this whole time.
We have more in common than you might think.
Our predicaments are similar. Each only wants to protect the other.
Then walk from this house, never to return. Leave us be.
We could do that, but Moira will die.
How dare you? What do you want?
People here, well, let's say they lack understanding. How did you keep up the charade? Where did you find the courage?
Spite. We know what they did to the schoolmistress. We know what they do to free women. We took our place amongst them and acted as if we were them. Harshness was the facade behind which we could live.
A false face to the world so we could wear the truth at home. Pretending to the outside world is one thing, but you can't pretend to yourself.
How did two such free-spirited young women end up so far from home? How did you meet?
We were neighbours in Ireland.
Elizabeth, don't. The other settlers.
It's time. Someone must know of us. Someone must remember us.
Your love is precious. You want it to live. I understand.
I doubt you do.
I also loved a woman once. Javiera Sepulveda. Hell had no fury like her. Big-mouthed, loved to laugh. Loved me.
What happened?
Life happened. I had work to pursue, and so did she. She was happily married, last I heard.
I'll not go that way, you understand? There'll be no happy marriage to some man or other. To the world, we were sisters. Faithful, devoted, and inseparable. A man come courting Elizabeth was also courting me. Bad leg and all. None stayed. Now, I'm a crippled young woman alone. No family, no money, no position. Marriage to a man may be all I can hope for, but they shall not be happy.
So you grew up together?
Our families had business. Moira's dad worked the sheep farms, mine traded wool.
I was 16 when my leg broke. Doctors said I'd not walk again, that the shock would likely kill me. I showed them. I went to the O'Hara's to learn the wool trade. We grew together. We grew to love each other.
And when they pressed you to marry, you fled here.
I'd not belonged to another. It was Liz or no one. New England meant we could be whoever we wanted to be, and no one would know different.
You have loved each other. A love so great not even death could tear it from you. But Elizabeth, you must realize that you are feeding on Moira's life to continue your own flicker of existence.
And what of you? Does the same truth not hold? Are you not hurting him by staying?
We make do with scraps of essence. Banishers, remember?
Show me how. That's your choice and I want the same.
It's not that simple. Us being Banishers is the only reason why Anteã can be fed.
And it has its limits. What do you think, Elizabeth? Do you wish the haunting to endure?
Am I really killing her?
It will seem like you aren't at first, but she will wither slowly and then all at once.
Her life is a gift. I don't wish to hurt her.
I can't do without her, not here, not anywhere.
There's a haunting here. We're ready to bring it to a close.
Elizabeth lingers in order to protect you, Moira. Her ghost is strong and only grows stronger. Soon she'll become untamable. Accede to her request. Ask for help.
Should we do it, Liz? Should I ask for help?
Yes, you're so strong. I see it and God sees it too, and your love for him will keep the yokels away. Moira, you were the fire in my heart. You tended me. I basked in your glow. My restful heart was your great gift to me.
Don't go.
This is our home, and always will be. As long as you carry me in your heart.
We won't let your woman face the world alone. We promise. Go in peace now, Elizabeth. You have been here.
She is gone.
I'll talk to you later.
Kurde. Jakie to strasznie smutne, nie? Ale piękna historia w sumie. Naprawdę. Bardzo ładna.
I hope Moira finds peace.
I hope she can manage on her own.
I noticed you stopped writing to Javiera. After this, should I write and tell her of your passing?
Yes, do. Send her my love.
Smutne. To teraz my lecimy z kolejnym zadankiem. No dobra, zostaną jeszcze z 6 chyba zadań pobocznych.
Heathens and Philistines, the lot.
A ghost damaged the sign.
O, Bathsheba, moja ulubiona. O imieniu z obecności.
Problem, madam?
Sir, I'm sorry, but we're closed. As you can see, we're facing some problems right now.
So, I believe you've got business troubles.
Yes. Business. I require the services of a capable man. I've been burglarized, vandalized, and I'm left alone. I need help.
You say your store's been robbed.
More than once.
A thief has been stealing merchandise. And now Nathaniel has stolen the cash box and fled.
You also have a haunting. That's a lot.
Widow Ingersoll, I'm no constable, but in your case, I could make an exception and look into it.
You could? Well, thank you. I really do need that cash box back. It's not much, but it's all I have. My damned keys are in it too.
Nathaniel Sather is your salesman, as I recall. Where might he have gone? And why might he have taken the cash box?
We had words. He wished to try for Boston. I need him here. A promise is a promise. Now he's a promise breaker and a thief to boot, who took the keys I kept as a memento of my late husband.
I'll need to nose around your store. Your house, too. Do I have your permission?
You do? I won't be far.
The shopkeeper
My trusty...
I'll get to work.
Very well. I'll be here.
No dobra, to badajmy w takim razie. Przejść przez otchłań nie. Zbadaj sklep. Okej. Pokazuj, jakie fanty są ukryte. Powinniśmy zejść na dół, czy... Nie mam pojęcia.
Perhaps there's a key.
Może. W każdym razie wierzę, że będzie bardzo dużo rzeczy do ogarnięcia. Księga główna sklepu wielobranżowego Ingersollów.
This account book isn't too healthy.
Mind your business, Mr. McCraith.
No cóż, takie życie, nie? Biznes się może nie toczy jakoś szczególnie dobrze. Kto wie? Może nie idzie najlepiej, nie?
Anyone home? I'm Red McCraith, the Banisher. Show yourself.
I think we're alone.
No dawaj, czym jesteś? Mój drogi Tomasie, u Ingersollów nauczyłem się, jak prowadzić sklep, jak zatrzymać klientów, jak zarabiać. Pan Ingersoll był wspaniałą osobą i miło wspominał mojego mentora, ale zbyt długo jestem w New Eden. Tęsknię za Bostonem, tęsknię za tobą. Życie tutaj jest ciężkie i zimne, co więcej, pan Ingersoll nie może mi już płacić i obawiam się, że utknę tu na zawsze. Gdybyś tylko wiedział, jak bardzo za tobą tęsknię, wkrótce do ciebie napiszę, proszę uważaj na siebie, Nathaniel.
Bathsheba Ingersoll said Nathaniel Sather wanted to go back to Boston, but really he wanted to get back to his friend Thomas. We found all we could. Might be time to go after our thief.
Nathaniel stole a card. Maybe you could follow his tracks.
Not a bad idea, Mrs. Ingersoll. Do you think perhaps the late Mr. Ingersoll may haunt his old store?
To punish Nathaniel, who broke his promise? Perhaps. I doubt it.
Okej. Podążaj śladami Nathaniela Sathera. Może jeszcze żyje, kto wie. Nie sądzę, ale... Daleko jeszcze? Te ślady ciągną się i ciągną.
More corrupted ivy waiting to be plucked out.
O nie.
You know I'll not wish to bother you, mistress. But when do you think you'll pay me my wages?
I'll pay you when I can, Nathaniel. You know this.
You've been saying that for months now, and I'm struggling to believe it. 'Tis in the contract that I be paid. Pay me by tomorrow, or I must act.
You must act. Do you hear yourself? Go clean the back room and hush with your nonsense.
That's it. That's blooming well it. I'll take what is mine, I'll take it.
I'm guessing this is Bathsheba's cash box. Nathaniel robbed the widow.
He was desperate. She'd left him no choice.
No dobra, to my zajmiemy się w takim razie roślinkami. Tu. Gdzie trzeci? No dobra. Podążaj śladami.
Novices really have no idea how many miles a banisher runs to solve a case.
I once met Nero Fox, the infamous banisher who solved all his cases from the comfort of his armchair.
I should have become his apprentice.
Thing is, his apprentice was the one that went into the field for him.
Brzmi strasznie. Zbadaj okolice. W porządku.
The tracks lead into this cave. Must have been really desperate. Through time and distance, I now see.
Go away! Leave me alone! Ah! Shoe! No! Give it back! Ah!
Eaten alive. Hope it was quick.
The wolf took up hers. Bathsheba Ingersoll's, perhaps.
Okej. No dobra, zabijmy to i do jaskini. No i stru.
I'm right here, you know.
Mamy to? Mamy to. Dobra, badaj wszystko po kolei. Klucze wytworzono na nich dziwny symbol.
Here's the belt. The purse is with it.
Keys. Widow Ingersoll's, I don't doubt.
I've seen this symbol in the mines below Fort Jericho.
Why would she have keys to the mines?
Mines. You want to take a look, don't you?
Okej.
Excuse me.
Nathaniel Sather, I presume. The salesman at Ingersoll's stall.
Indeed. Well, former salesman, obviously. Killed on his journey to Boston.
Yes, we found your body. Sorry about that. I'm Anteã Duarte, and here is Red McWraith. We're Banishers, and we've been searching for you.
Banishers? Wonderful. You can help me. I am defenseless, unarmored, vulnerable. It's not something I enjoy.
You need our help, you say?
Indeed I do. I wish you to pass a message to Widow Ingersoll.
Pay your debts, Bathsheba Ingersoll. I think she got the message already.
She owes me my wages. Her husband left money, and she has not spent it. It is close to her heart. She'll not part with it.
That's why you stole the cash box. I've got some bad news, Nathaniel. You're dead. You can't spend the money.
No, but Thomas can. She can send it to Boston. She knows about him. She knows about my best friend in the whole wide world.
We found your purse. With the money, there were keys. Bathsheba's?
Bathsheba's. She guarded the keys closely. She'd take them with her when she went out.
Keepsakes of her husband, she said.
A lie. Before we came to Fort Jericho, I'd never seen those keys in my life.
Do you know where she was going?
Not far. She was never gone more than an hour.
Not far from the fort. Somewhere locked up, if the keys are any kind of clue.
If I had something to hide not far from the fort, I'd hide it in the mines. We'll take our leave.
I don't know what this key opens. I do know Widow Ingersoll wants it even more than she wants her money. And if you find out why, she'll be very upset.
Okej. Niewiele to zmienia, nie? I tak musimy zejść do kopalni i znaleźć kryjówkę Bathsheby. No dobra. Kurde, wyobraźcie sobie. Jeden dzień nas dzieli od zakończenia. Masakra.
Is Sather right? Did the Widow Ingersoll lie to us?
One of them isn't telling the truth. We should explore the mines beneath the fort anyway. Just in case.
Na wszelki wypadek, racja. Mądrze. Kopalnie. I na wszelki wypadek, jak to mówiła, o proszę, Anteã znalezione.
Nathaniel was right about the keys. Now why would Bathsheba come here?
Sugar, oil, and spoons. All stolen from Ingersoll's store.
according to the widow.
One thief stole the money and the keys and the merchandise and hid the stuff here. And that thief was the widow Ingersoll herself.
Why would she steal her merchandise?
Maybe she's planning on fleeing.
I co to jeszcze jest? Niewiele tu się kryje. Większość tutaj? Tutaj.
You've been good to me, Mr. Ingersoll, and I'll not forget it. I'll do as you ask. I'll help your good lady wife to run the store. I'll not let you down. I swear on it.
Ja, Nathaniel Sutter, 3 dnia września 1691 roku w Bostonie w prowincji Massachusetts Bay. Niniejszym przysięgam, że będę dotrzymywał obowiązków swojego stanowiska sprzedawcy w sklepie. O, ten przedmiot noszący ducha jest przepełniony jego esencją.
Mr. Ingersoll, the late husband of our dear widow.
Nathaniel seemed loyal to the Ingersolls. I wonder why he broke his promise.
We should ask the widow.
No dobra. A to jeszcze zbadać okolice musimy. Coś tu jeszcze gdzieś jest ponoć. Czyli młody po prostu spisał kontrakt i nawet nie wiedział, ale się związał ze sklepem duchowo. Prawdziwa księga główna sklepu wielobranżowego Ingersollów, o proszę.
The ledger for Ingersoll's store. Same dates, but with much higher figures.
2 different ledgers, one of which was locked inside a chest. Widow Ingersoll didn't want Nathaniel to see the accounts. She was lying to him about the finances.
Why would Bathsheba lie about her finances?
Nie chciała się dzielić pieniędzmi, myślę.
So she wouldn't have to share the money.
Albo chciała, żeby tamten został. Kto wie, to może być dwojako rozumiane, nie? No w każdym razie musimy zapytać Bathsheba o kontrakt, więc jedziemy do góry. Dzień doberek. Przybyłem.
So, Banishers, what did you find?
Mr. Sutter, amongst other things hidden in the mines, we found your contract with Mr. Ingersoll.
I signed that on the day old man Ingersoll died. Tears stained the page. I promised to look after the shop, to look after Bathsheba. On my oath, I bound myself to the store, but the bonds chafed. So I took what was mine and ran.
We also found an account book, a double of the one Bathsheba showed you, only healthier.
Bathsheba has money. Bathsheba lies. The money is rightfully mine.
Maybe it's time to go back to the store and confront Widow Ingersoll.
No dobra, to chyba tyle, nie?
We'll take our leave.
Thank you for your help.
Ależ nie ma za co, jeszcze niewiele zrobiłem, nie? Cześć Bathsheba, pogadajmy.
We must talk, Mrs. Ingersoll.
Sounds ominous. So talk.
I've bad news for you. I found Nathaniel's body. The wolves got him.
Oh no. Poor boy, what a terrible end. Did he, have my keys with him?
Ah, yes. The keys. The precious keys you so ardently wished to recover. The keys which opened first a door in the mines, then a chest sat behind that door. I found your real ledger and your so-called stolen goods. You lied to me, hoping I wouldn't go to the mines. Didn't it work?
The box is mine, and so are its contents. What did you do with it? I want them back.
We have what we need. Perhaps it's time to end this.
Mrs. Ingersoll, I have someone I want you to meet. An old friend.
Lord have mercy.
Don't worry, Mrs. Ingersoll, all's well. You know Nathaniel Sutter, of course. I'll confirm it. His ghost haunts your store.
You! He who left when I needed him and lingers when I very much don't!
The money is mine by right.
The money is Mr. Ingersoll's. You wanted it for your precious Thomas.
My Thomas is alive, and old man Ingersoll is long dead, and you have never grieved him. You keep me here to keep the store. You keep the store to keep your husband. You keep your husband to keep your heart unbroken.
I cannot. It would kill me to. I lied about the books. I stole the stock and hid it, so the business would continue. So you would stay.
I know. But do you hear yourself? What the hell were you thinking?
I think it's time to end this.
Nathaniel Sather, the Ingersoll store was their labor of love, and you sacrificed much to keep it going. Now, you haunt its owner.
I did nothing wrong. She withheld my wages. She lied about the store's finances.
That's history now. Where you are, you can't use the money. You can't go back to Boston, Nathaniel.
No, I can. I can move fast and far now. No limits. I can go. I can go to Thomas.
To what end? So you can haunt him?
Your heart may be bound to Thomas, but your ghost is bound to the store by your written promise to old man Ingersoll. You won't leave. You can't. Slowly you will decay, and slowly you will forget who you were. You'll forget who Thomas was.
But that's unfair.
Life is unfair, Nathaniel. Death, too. If you can't claim fairness, at least claim peace. Go now, free of your obligations.
Forgive me, Thomas, for I failed you. Please, remember me as I remembered you.
Go in peace.
Oh, Nathaniel. What an awful thing to have to see. What will I do now? And how will I do it?
A co ja mam powiedzieć? Przede mną bowiem jeszcze wiele pobocznych, a zacznijmy od Andrew. To Andrew? Chyba tak.
You've saved our sorry asses, sir. Of that there's no doubt. You've earned us a rare bit of rest, and that comes most welcome.
You all right, soldier? You look drop dead weary.
Aye, but I'll not leave my post. What do you take me for?
The dead come no longer, but he's still terrified.
Can no one take your shift?
We're short-handed as it is. Besides, I can rest and keep watch at the same time. Old soldier trick.
Let's cut to it. I think you're haunted. The good news is that I can help.
The Banisher thinks I'm haunted, does he? Nah, I ain't important enough to be haunted. I ain't important, and I don't deserve no help. Wasted time helping me anyway.
You heard the man. He wants no help. I see no reason to force it on him. For now, at least.
Peaceful watch to you.
I tyle? No i co, to zadanie będzie dostępne później, czy jak?
I'd like to help him. Old soldier and all.
All right. Let's start with his billet.
No dobra, to będziemy grzebać w jego rzeczach. Takie co trochę nie bardzo na miejscu, ale dobra. Niechaj będzie, nie?
Right. Andrew's things. Where are these?
Na cześć odwagi Andrew White'a, wojna króla Filipa, 1678 rok.
Award given to a brave soldier. I believe we found Andrew's things.
Czyżby? Do szeregowego Andrew White z milicji Massachusetts pod rozkazaniem porucznika Penningtona. Szeregowy White, mając na uwadze twoją niedawną waleczność na polu bitwy za radą swojego porucznika, otrzymujesz awans na stanowisko współmierne do twoich umiejętności. Odtąd będziesz sierżantem rabunkowym odpowiedzialnym za uzupełnienie naszych sił dobrze wyszkolonymi ludźmi początkowo do obozów Haverhill.
This is our best lead yet. I wonder if there's an infirmary.
After that, we might look for his train band record.
Dobra, dokumenty Andrew w zbrojowni i lazaret. Czyli mniej więcej idziemy stąd, są i dokumenty. Wal. Przyszłego ranka wziąłem 12 ludzi, wyruszyłem z Portsmouth w poszukiwaniu jednostki milicji z Plymouth, która nie wróciła po 3-dniowej misji patrolowej. Po połowie dnia jazdy na północ natknęliśmy się na ich szczątki, tylko jeden z nich ocalał. Kiedy opowiadał mi o szczegółach zasadzki Indian, którą wpadł ich oddział, byłem pod wrażeniem hartu ducha tego młodego szeregowca. Andrew White jest obiecującym i piekielnie silnym żołnierzem, który pod moim dowództwem dołączy do milicji Massachusetts. Zostanie również odpowiednio wynagrodzony za swoją odwagę.
A metal trinket to mark a life of sacrifice. I bet he'd rather have his sleep back.
At least he made it home.
Aye. And he didn't.
Any idea who this ghost might be?
You may know a soldier by his trail of dead. Could be anyone.
No dobra, zbadaj sprawę nawiedzenia w lazarecie. Okej. Lazaret jest 60 metrów stąd. Nie tak daleko, no. Parę kroków dosłownie. W tym kierunku. O, ten mały budyneczek? Ktoś tam krzyczy.
Oh, there! Who's that? Who enters? Oh, thank God. Don't just stand there holding your whisk, man. Help me.
Don't panic. You're in no danger. What's your name?
I'm Cotton Peabody, and you're as foolish as you sound. You may not think it dangerous, but her ghost was here.
Aye, well, you're in luck. My name is Red McCraith, and I banish ghosts.
I've heard of you. The banisher who lived. Was it luck, boy, or was it cowardice?
Right, soldier, spill. What's going on exactly? You're haunted. Who's the ghost?
Nurse Wings died, and now she's trying to take me too. You must help. Sir?
Why would she want you dead?
She's a ghost. She ain't here for beer and biscuits.
He's right in a way. She is killing him.
Is your illness taking a turn for the worse?
Aye, it worsens. When she comes, I sicken. She's a better nurse living, I tell you that.
Where does her ghost go, you think?
She comes and goes through a locked door. After that, not a clue.
Is there a key? Or another way in?
Perhaps. This was the blockhouse upon a time. There was a passage out. Through the westernmost tower. I had a key. Search my things in the barracks if they haven't been plundered. Might still be there.
Right, well, I'll look into things. You stay here.
There in shite you expect I'll go. You stay here. Go on then, cheeky bastard.
Let me take a look behind that door.
Shite. Locked.
There must be another way in.
Dobra, przeszukaj koszary w poszukiwaniu klucza do wieży strażniczej. Tam się nic nie zmienia, więc możemy wychodzić tędy.
The nurse, kind and caring, comes back as a vengeful ghost.
Ha. Wątpię.
It happens, but in this case I doubt it.
Peabody may be lying, or at least spinning the story to his advantage. All right, here we go.
Dobra, szukaj. No i gdzie tu jest niby coś, co jest związane z tą sprawą? A tutaj. moja najdroższy kotonie? Okej, wiem, że minęło dużo czasu i wiem, że prosiłeś mnie, abym już do ciebie nie pisała, ale wiedz, że złamałeś mi serce w dniu, w którym poprosiłeś mnie, abym przestała się z tobą kontaktować. Spróbuję po raz ostatni. Przykro mi słyszeć o twojej chorobie, mam nadzieję, że szybko wrócisz do zdrowia. Errol i ja mamy córeczkę. Wiem, że nigdy nie zaakceptowałeś mojej miłości do niego, ale jesteśmy szczęśliwym małżeństwem. Nasze dziecko nazwaliśmy Mary, tak jak nazywała się nasza ukochana babcia. Mieszkamy w pięknym domku. Mamy krowę i 7 kur, a Errol znalazł pracę jako kowal. Nie jest to łatwe życie, ale mamy jedzenie na stole i ogień w kominku. Czuję się szczęśliwa i kochana i chciałabym, żebyś czuł się tak samo. Postaram się wysłać ci trochę pieniędzy. Czekam na wieści od ciebie, twoja zmartwiona siostra Waverly.
Cotton Peabody is determined to be alone.
No. Uparciuch, nie? Muszę na krótko odejść. Proszę zaglądać od czasu do czasu, co dzieje się z panem Peabodym. Zignorujcie jego paskudne słowa, bo jest chory i potrzebujący wkrótce wrócę siostra Wings.
Why would she up and leave like that?
And why has she not come back?
Bo umarła, pewnie.
Maybe she had an accident.
Perhaps her office may give up a clue.
All right, we have what we came for.
Okej. Znajdź drogę przez wieżę strażniczą. Okej. To lecimy. Z rzeczorkami nigdy nie pogardzę. Dolary hiszpańskie, a my wchodzimy do lazaretu z drugiej strony.
You found it. My thanks. Newcomers. Forgive me, sir. Pardon me, madam. Welcome to the infirmary. What seems to be the trouble?
We'll get to that, Nurse Wings.
You know my name? Have we met?
Not as such. I'm Anteę Duarte. This is Red McGrath.
A pleasure to meet you both. Now, if you don't mind, I'm a little busy with my patient. How can I help you?
Do you believe in ghosts?
Well, given recent events in and around the fort, I'm rather compelled to acknowledge the possibility that yes, ghosts do exist.
Good. Now, do you have any idea why we Banishers might be here today?
I absolutely do not.
You and I are very much alike, Nurse Wings, don't you think?
Are we? How so?
I'm a ghost, Nurse Wings. And so are you.
Are you sure you're well, Miss Duarte? You sound feverish. Perhaps you need to lie down and rest?
I don't rest, Nurse Wings. Sound familiar?
She won't be told. We'll have to prove it to her.
If you need it, I may still have some vervain. You let me know.
Goodbye, Nurse Wings. For now.
I'll be here, as ever.
Aye. That's the problem.
She won't listen. We must find proof.
Okej. Cotton Peabody jest chory i delikatnie mówiąc wstrętny, ale i tak go lubię. Życie ze skorofłami nie może być proste. Wydaje mi się, że olejek z pomocnika działa. Być może napar z pomocnika miałby łagodny wpływ na osoby z kaszlem.
Our denial runs deep and Peabody sickens.
Mięta lub przejawia na ból głowy, rumianek ból brzucha. Niektórzy pociągają nosem, spróbują liści tytoniu i mięty.
Poor Nurse Wings is losing her grip.
Koszmary senne pacjenta nasiliły się, jest bardzo niespokojny, pomija posiłki. Wyjeździć z nim identyczne rodziny White'a spowodował u niego straszliwą bezsenność. Szeregowy White spędził kilka nocy w izbie chorych, zaczyna cierpieć na demencję. Ataki nie trwały jednak dłużej niż pół godziny. Pacjent uspokoił się, nadal nie śpi, mówi o cieniach i postaciach pojawiających się czasem w nocy, kiedy nie śpi. Niespokojne majaczenia są znacznie częstsze. Tu chodzi o to, że on widzi jej ducha, nie? I zaczyna mu odbijać. O kurde bele.
13 years is a long time to live haunted.
The ghost is weak, fragile.
But strong enough to stick around. What a way to live. I'll talk to Andrew.
Zgubiłem swój dziennik, zaczynam więc od nowa. Jeśli gdzieś rośnie pomocnik, to muszę być pod śniegiem, nie mogę go znaleźć. On cierpi, muszę iść dalej w las w poszukiwaniu pomocników.
She neither sleeps nor eats, but doesn't question it.
She gets her sustenance elsewhere now.
She writes of a cliff-top hideaway. A cozy wee pub then.
Right. Let's go for a walk.
Okej. Znajdź sekretne miejsce, Anne.
I sense an echo somewhere nearby.
There's an echo here, but we need the tie.
Okej, czy nie mam przedmiotu? Pierwsza amputacja. Nie mamy przedmiotu wiążącego, więc nie zrobimy echa, ale możemy znaleźć sekretne miejsce N, które raczej nie jest daleko, nie?
Anne's medics remind me of my mother's. The oils and ointments, infusions and concoctions.
I bet she knew her business.
She treated the men the slavers worked to death in the fields. Though she had little money, she was very famous. That's what saved her.
Okej. Zbliżamy się 20 metrów.
I think we found her. There's an echo.
How long has she been here?
No more than a few days.
Here's the key to the infirmary.
Through a single point passes an infinity of paths.
I see no journal.
It may have slid from her fingers and fallen.
Let's retrieve it.
No dobra, będzie prawdopodobnie gdzieś na dole, tylko jak się tam dostać, nie? Dzień doberek. Odzyskamy.
This looks like the place. Let's find the journal. Another messy trail left by another messy ghost. Shall we?
Na Warszawie kataplazma zadziałały.
She knew something was wrong.
Yet now that she has died, her ghost denies it.
No dobra. A, była uzdrowicielką.
She was a healer. Perhaps dedication binds her.
A dedication her patient scarcely deserves. We should go back to the infirmary. Anne will surely be there.
Okej, to lecimy tam z powrotem.
Anne reminds me of Moore Mackenzie. We hid in our house when we were running from the English. She washed our wounds and sang as we buried the dead. Never stopped smiling.
I like her already.
They burned the house down with her inside.
I'm sorry.
Maybe Moore still haunts the ruins, waiting for the next poor wounded soul.
I w tym rzecz, moi drodzy, poznajemy tyle opowieści o Redzie. Chciałbym, żebyśmy kiedyś zobaczyli Banishers 2, który może będzie prequelem. O Redzie McGrathie w Szkocji byłoby super.
Toki mi indrasta, skal nam falas.
Hold still.
Get your filthy hands off me!
That's enough, Mr. Peabody.
Get off me, you evil old frigate!
In his temper, Cotton Peabody gave Anne Wings the disease that killed her.
Oh, still here, are you? What new comedy do you two bring me now?
Cotton Peabody's health concerns you greatly, true?
I'm a very good nurse.
How long is it since last you slept? How long since last you ate?
Well, I have been very busy.
You're tired but cannot sleep. You're hungry but can't face eating. Time to face the truth.
No, it's just... I'm tired. I forget things. I forget to stop working.
I think you know what he needs. I think you know his remedy.
He must have wintergreen. Fresh oil, decocted, then used as a salve.
Yet, though you treat him, his condition worsens. You must have noticed.
To maintain the illusion of life, you feed upon his essence. Even as you tend to him, you leech his life away.
No. No.
Your memory is fading.
It is not. At least, I don't think it is.
Once you kept meticulous records. Now your notes, if you keep them at all, are chaotic.
It's just that I'm all alone. No one to talk with. No one to share a laugh with. I've gone a little potty.
Nurse Wings. Anne. You're dead. Just like Anteę. You've convinced yourself you're still alive, but you are not.
But if Mr. Peabody withers by my presence, then why does your woman not wither you?
I would, but I take my strength from other people.
My God! I could never do that!
Then the longer you stay to treat your patient, the quicker he will die.
No. No!
O nie, zwiała? Oh man, bez przesady.
Hold there, Nurse Wings! Anne! I can help you! Let me help you!
She's heading back to where her body lies.
Anne, are you there?
No dobra, podążaj za duchem. Tu jest.
If I take another step, if I fall, I won't die.
No, you won't die.
All I wish was to save a soul. Just one soul at a time. God.
It's time we put an end to this.
Okej. Biedna Anne.
The devotion of poor Anne Wings, who even dead, kept on caring.
No. Her ghost hungers for essence and calls it caring.
Rozmów się z Cottonem i Anne. Czasem można jeszcze dużo zrobić, jeżeli chodzi o te wątki, nie? W sensie dużo pobocznych potem rzeczy, ale skupimy się na tym, żeby nawiedzenia wszystkie ogarnąć.
Well, it's all I want. But by staying, I've been doing you harm. For that, I beg your forgiveness. Oh, Mr. McWraith.
Peabody, we must talk.
This sounds ominous. Where lies the problem?
You're the one who made her sick. The day you spat on Anne Wings, you gave her your disease.
I never spat on... No. Wait. I did. She was at me with the lancet. The pain gave me a wee touch of fury, just for a moment. I gulped without thinking.
You knew you were infectious. You wished to harm her. 'Twas an attack. So, Nurse Wings died trying to heal you. You believe her ghost returns to harm you. Interesting. Well, all good things, they say, come to an end. I'll miss our little chats.
Anne Wings, you're a dedicated nurse. All you do with love. But right now, you're a threat to your last patient.
He needs me. I just want to help.
Does he need you? Do you really want to help?
What comedy is this?
You've been the dedicated nurse for so long, you're afraid that if you stop, you'll cease to exist. Let it go, Anne. Done a great job. But the job is done.
Cotton Peabody deserves to get well, and only I would treat him.
We'll do what we can for him.
You've done enough, Anne. You won't be forgotten.
All right, then. If you're sure. Thank you.
You have been here.
Is she gone? Am I safe?
It's over. Anne Wings is gone for good.
Gone for good. Aye. Great.
No dobra. To w takim razie do biegu. Tu coś mi dzwoni. Tylko nie wiem w którym... O właśnie. Dziennik bramy.
Flora Abbott. Hope she's not dead.
Trzeba będzie ją znaleźć. A ty?
Should have had your breakfast, friend. Anyway, greetings.
I'm Anteę Duarte. This here is Red McWraith. We're Banishers. Now, who are you and what do you want? Are you the ghost haunting Andrew White? Is that a yes or a no? You chose to manifest. Why is that? Are you looking for help? Who are you? This isn't gonna be easy, is it? Mute ghosts take forever.
This is pointless. We're hunting in the dark with no light and no spoor.
First, you have to find out what's keeping him from speaking. Andrew won't be much help. But if our friend here can't tell us what he wants, maybe he can show us. Do you want us to follow you? I think he wants us to follow him. He left stains. Clever. I'll keep an eye out so we don't lose them. Over here. I'm reminded of one of my first cases. The ghost was mute because the person haunted refused to talk.
So this one is mute because of Andrew.
Okej.
I don't know. Maybe.
Dobra, to śledźmy ducha. Doprowadził nas tutaj.
Spectral writing on the wall. See for yourself.
Musisz wytrzymać.
Our ghost does not seek revenge. That makes things easier.
Nigdy cię nie obwiniałem, przyjacielu. Przyjacielu, przebacz sobie. O kurde. Nie możesz się poddać. Bądź silny dla mnie. Musisz żyć. Odwagi, przyjacielu. To do Andrew się wszystko kierowane, nie?
Joshua Gouge gone too soon.
What's it going to say? Joshua Gouge outstayed his welcome.
No dobra, odkryj widmowy ślad.
He's leading us somewhere.
No dobra, to w takim razie znowu idziemy za nim. Gdzie on jest?
Joshua looks kindly on Andrew. What were they to each other?
Brothers in arms, man. You never feel as close to a mate as when you fight by his side. You fight for the man beside you, not for money, not for a king. For your mate.
You have friends from the war. First I've heard of them.
They lost contact. Maybe when this is over, I'll look them up.
The ghost has something to show us.
Most young men are taught to dream of war. And when they get there, they dream of home. They're not busy fighting and dying, that is.
Podążaj za duchem. Stary, strasznie daleko idziesz. O!
An echo whispering to me.
Shite! To arms! To arms! They waylay us!
The right flank! Hold them off!
Josh! Behind you!
Goddamn bastard cold! Help me!
Joshua! No!
Stary pistolet należący do Andrew. Przypadkowo użyty do odebrania życia przyjacielowi. O kurde bele. Czyli Joshua oberwał przypadkiem w trakcie bitwy. No zdarza się, nie?
Nice to meet you again, Joshua.
Ku pamięci naszych poległych braci, którzy umarli walcząc o wolność, zawsze będziemy wam dłużni.
You want us to help Andrew White give up his guilt and get on with his life. Am I right?
We know you died fighting by his side. Is that why he feels guilty? Is this why you can't speak? Well, I've been there. I'll do everything I can to help.
If help we can.
Only these two could talk to each other.
Andrew needs to start talking. As long as he swallows his guilt, nothing will change. There's a wall between these two, and we must knock it down.
I may be able to do that. Andrew failed to save his friend and blames himself for it.
He shouldn't.
Easier said than done. Shame is a queer bird. That shite doesn't wash off.
None of this explains what binds the ghost here.
Pistolet. W sensie jako przedmiot pistolet, a jako tamto chce, żeby Andrew się... Przecież to mowa była o tym. Andrew go zabił, a on chce, żeby Andrew nie czuł się winny. I tyle. No wielkim mecyje. Jak oni do tego nie doszli? Wielcy pogromcy.
McCraith! At last, a head firmly planted on two broad shoulders.
What are you talking about?
The captain, sir. The best of us, a man of iron, beacon of light in the darkest of times. Well, he's lost his head.
You're not like this, but we must speak of Joshua.
Where did you get that name?
From his ghost. It's important we talk about him. Joshua requests it himself.
He wants to take revenge. I know it.
You're no wrong. He wants to give you freedom. He never blamed you. You blamed yourself.
Why would he not seek revenge? He's due it.
He doesn't see it that way.
I shot him. I was trying to save him and I shot him.
Hold on. How did this happen?
We were skirmishing in the forest. Two Indian fellas bore down on Joshua. Dropped one, but the other had him cold. I was 20 yards away. I raised my musket, pulled the trigger. Bullet went straight through his skull.
Did you admit it later? I mean, no one would have thought the worst of you. A battle like that, well, shite happens.
Shite happens to shite soldiers. I said nothing. I wanted it over. I want it over. I don't want to live. I want to die. Please. Please. Put me out of my misery.
I am duty-bound to protect the living from the dead. Sometimes, too, from themselves. You can't see it now, but you can learn to live with this. Talk about it. Accept it. You'll come to the point where it stops defining your life and you can set about living in the time you have left.
No. You survived. Now you must live.
Just as you could not speak, Joshua, I don't think he can hear you.
Sorry about this, Andrew. I wish it could have gone better for you.
The war left me injured. The wounds were invisible, but mortal just the same.
Oh, shit. They were not mortal. You live. Help him. Andrew, listen to me. Listen to me. Why don't you answer?
I told you, he won't hear it. He's made his choice. Now we make ours. Joshua Gouge, you've lingered in silence for too long. You can go.
If I stay, perhaps he'll listen.
We've done what we can. It's up to Andrew now.
My friend, if only you could hear me. You think you own me, and you don't.
Farewell, Joshua. You've done your duty and more.
Farewell, old friend.
Farewell.
I'm good for nothing after that. Thanks for your help. I'll not forget it.
Dobra, moi drodzy, nie chcę nic mówić, zostało nam tylko 3 zadanka poboczne i mamy wszystkie zrobione, nie? Dobra, to działamy, nie? Porozmawiaj z Florą.
I'll get you.
The hell are you doing here? I thought you were one of them monsters. Or worse.
She's had a terrible shock. She hides the hurt, but her heart races. Go gentle.
Are you all right, miss?
Miss? I'm Flora Abbott, and I never miss.
I'm Red McCraith, the Banisher, you might have heard. I hunt ghosts and spectres.
Yes, I've heard. I hunt wolves and rabbits. They taste better. I'm all right now. You may go.
What happened here? Did someone attack you?
Yes. The hunter Theodore Shepherd. His ghost, at least. I recognize his voice. Being dead hasn't stopped him from bullying me.
Knows she's haunted, doesn't mind admitting it. Interesting.
You hurt?
I'm just pissed. I need my gun back, but someone seems to strongly disagree. Aside from what happened in that fog, I escaped a rockfall near the old watchtower. The stupid ghost won't let go.
You lost your gun?
No. After you put an end to Priest's mutiny, Shepherd stole my musket and left the fort. The dog.
Why would he steal your gun? Did he not have his own?
He had his own. He wanted mine, so I wouldn't have it. I was a better shot than he. He'd been number 1, then suddenly he wasn't. He took it as an insult. He took it personal.
If Shepherd comes back, you won't be able to defend yourself. You need a Banisher.
Hell, fine. Try the old watchtower. He settled there after leaving the fort. It would seem that his not-so-very-secret mountain cave was not for living in. There's a lodge nearby. I will wait for you there.
Okej. Zapadaj wieżę strażniczą i przeszukaj jaskinię Sheparda. Odzyskaj broń Flory.
This isn't really about jealousy between sharpshooters, is it?
Even dead, the bigots won't leave Flora Abbott alone.
Dobra, to ku górze. Witaj wieżo strażnicza.
Red, come look.
Theodore Shepherd, I believe.
How are the mighty fallen?
Stairs are broken. Shite.
Dobra, tak się dostajemy na górę. Jaskinio, witaj. I nie pytaj, tylko mów, jakie sekrety skrywasz, bo chcę wiedzieć.
Theodore Shepherd's happy little home.
Flora's rifle, I'll wager.
Karabin Flory Abbott skradziony przez Theodora Sheparda.
Get out of my...
I think we've hit a nerve.
Down, boys. Where are you
Flora Abbott. Fight me if you dare.
He's persistent, give him that.
Załatwione. Przeszukuję jaskinię. A co tu jeszcze może być? Co tu się jeszcze kryje? Jakież sekrety przede mną skrywacie, gro?
Master Ted's secret little butchering place, eh?
If you need a breather, we can do it here.
Okej, to lecimy. Odpoczęte, wypoczęte, możemy dalej śledzić temat.
I never could get the hang of smoking. I hear it's very good for you.
I tyle? Drzew zastrzelony. A to jest spis? No to jest Theodora Sheparda, okej.
What a lovely man.
Lovely's one word for him. I can think of others.
Napisał petycję do Penningtona, by ten zabrał jej broń, ale koleś...
Hateful man. Didn't like her color, so refused to see her value.
No dobra, to na górę, nie? Tędy? Tędy. Okej. To już wiem, zastanawiam się, jak się dostać tam na wieżę. Myślałem, że może trzeba zestrzelić linę, ale tu się nigdy tak nie robiło, więc... Na szczęście się udało. Hop, sasa i lecimy. Proszę. Jedziesz. Ta broń to podniosłem. Słabiutka. No nic, wszystkie broni, które mam, są już w miarę tip-top, nie? Więc...
And Shaw and Drast Toki Min Kurster.
Self-delinquent fools. And addle-headed, black-hearted, heathen bitches! Ugh. Hang on! I can live here. Better on my own anyway. But not with no bastard in roaches! Ugh.
You never know how you're going to go.
Co za typ, nie? Ojejku.
A lonely, inglorious death. Really?
No dobra, co tu jeszcze mamy? Kapitan Pennington, Fort Jericho, Shepard. Niniejszym potwierdzam otrzymanie twojego wniosku o rozbrojenie Flory Abbott. Zważywszy na brak podpisów na poparcie tej prośby, oznacza to, że jest to, przepraszam za moją podstawową znajomość języka hiszpańskiego, jedno wielkie kakowłego. Dlatego też bez żadnego namysłu udzielam odpowiedzi nie. Tak jak Abbott zajmuje się swoimi sprawami, ty zajmiesz się swoimi, szanowny panie, albo sprawię, że ty staniesz się moją sprawą. Jeśli kolor skóry myśliwego ma dla ciebie znaczenie, to nie życzę ci, żebyś przypalił sobie skórę na słońcu. Kapitan Pennington.
No surprise, a petition against Flora. Shepard really wanted her out the picture.
Kurde bele. Co za typ, nie? Co za podły typ.
Footprints. Flora running from the ghost.
They lead to the cliff. She mentioned that too.
Dobra. Zbadaj Cliff. A to nie jest tak, że Cliff doprowadzi nas już raczej do Flory? Mamy przedmiot wiążący ducha, więc... Chociaż w sumie... Ja wiem, czy jej pistolet wywiązał ducha. Skoro go ukradł, to pewnie tak.
That'll be the path Flora took.
Okej. Otwieraj.
She was right. Shepard did this.
The hell? This gunpowder is wet. Abbott, you lazy heathen drab.
'Twas the snow. You yap like a scared dog, Shepard. No bite.
The captain won't always be there to protect your ass. I'll get you.
Then you'd better not miss, little doggy. 'Cause I'm faster than you.
Things got out of hand fast.
The powder was a pretext, an excuse to abuse her.
After, he'll claim it was an honest mistake.
That's my gun!
We get used to
Step.
Can I join in too?
My gun! She's...
Karabin Sheparda, jego ukochany karabin. wiążący do tego przedmiot.
Flora Abbott's bag. The rifle must be Shepherd's. What was she doing with it?
No idea. But we found his tie. We can make him manifest and ask.
Can he wait? His ghost seems adorable.
I'll protect you. Let's do the ritual.
He come foolish.
Leave her.
Are you the ghost of Theodore Shepherd?
Theodore Shepherd, sharpshooter and hunter. Who's this, mate? Abbott's sister?
My name is Anteã Duarte. And you know Red McGrath? We're Banishers, and you will address me directly, or you will regret it.
Tell the little lady not to bare her claws. She's dead and powerless. I'm not afraid of her.
Am I to understand that you refuse to talk with me?
Thanks for the visit, Mr. McCraith. I'll let you go. I'm on a mission here.
You will answer our questions, Mr. Shepherd. Will not be refused. Be grateful we don't just banish you.
All right, all right. You want to talk? Why not? I'll entertain you. Talk.
Why are you trying to kill Flora Abbott?
Revenge. I deserve it. So does she. Everyone wins.
By what right do you claim revenge?
Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God made he man. Man, that's me.
You're telling us you're trying to kill Flora Abbott because she tried to kill you?
She did kill me. She set me up and got lucky. And when she found my body, she stole my musket and left me to rot. Make no mistake, it was murder. And highly disrespectful with it.
All right. Tell me more. Why would she murder you?
Who knows what goes through the mind of a savage? She's been at me since the beginning. But you know who's worse?
No, and I don't care.
No, I wager you don't.
You didn't die the way you describe it. We've been to the watchtower. You fell. You stood on a rotten plank and plunged through the deck.
No. She ran me from the fort, took my life and my position, prized my gun from my dead fingers.
Whatever else she may have done, and tempting though it must have been, she did not kill you.
She's nothing. She deserves to die. I'll end her. I'll end her. Do you hear me? I'll end her. I'll get her.
Co za podły typ, no nie? Ja pierniczę. Czołem. No nie.
Ready and waiting.
Teraz do Flory.
They're gone. You're safe.
Zwróć broń Florze, Abbott. Chciałbym.
You're here.
I'm glad to find you in good health, Flora.
Of course you are. All right, I fess to it. The fight was closer than I'd like. I'm not much against a wolf without my gun.
I found your musket. Strangely, amongst your belongings, I found a second. Theodore Shepherd's gun.
It's mine now.
His death was an accident, but he didn't tell us that you'd found his body.
Yes, well, you found it yourselves. Good for you.
You were upset. Maybe you forgot.
I didn't tell you because I don't trust you. To me, you're just one more pale-faced Englishman who thinks he can tell me what to do.
Flora, you took his musket. That's why he stayed. He's bound to the gun.
The little doggy lost his bone, eh? He's dead. I took the gun. We need it more than he does.
A story of hate that lived on after death. Let's give it an ending.
Here's the truth, Theodore Shepherd. You were a trifle of a man. You're a trifle of a ghost. A man of pride, a jealous, fearful man. Your hubris prevents you from leaving.
You made Flora Abbott the target of your ire. You would not give her peace. We're here to give you yours.
And how shall I be satisfied?
Your rage at some perceived injustice blinds you. Open your eyes. You had some good luck, you had some bad. There is no other culprit.
I was in my prime. The finest of all the hunters, or at least the second of them.
Let go. Know it in your heart. For you, the hunt is over. Go in peace.
A tak bezceremonialnie, bez muzyki, nie?
He deserved not peace, but damnation. Still, good riddance. I'll go now, back to the fort. Perhaps we shall meet again. Perhaps not.
No dobra, muzyki nie było, niech spierdziela. Znajdź sklep Ferdinanda Millera.
The store. Ferdinando's? Closed. Are we in the right... Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking.
Niniejszym odnotowuje się i potwierdza, że własność sklepu dotychczas znanego jako własność pani Rebeki Hargrave przechodzi teraz w całości bez obciążeń na Ferdinanda Millera. Fakt ten został potwierdzony przez odpowiedni organ prawny, to jest przeze mnie i powinien zostać poddany rejestracji zgodnie z odpowiednimi wymaganiami, gdy pozwolą na to okoliczności S. Pennington. Okej. Wszystko od niego przypisała? Kawałek drewna wyrzeźbiony w formie amuletu, ale jeszcze nie ukończony.
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
He works hard to keep it away.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store.
No dobra. Cześć wózek. Wózek byle do... Okej, jednak nie do przodu, tylko do tyłu i schodzimy z tamtej strony. Dzień dobry. Pragnę wejść tutaj. A żeby wejść tutaj, muszę się tutaj wepchać. O, jaki ładny wianuszek.
Surprisingly high quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with them.
Ostatnio wolę testament ja, Rebecca Hargrave w mieście New Eden, będąc zdrowa na umyśle i zdecydowana, zapisuję Fernando Millerowi na wypadek mojej śmierci cały mój majątek.
Rebecca's will. She was rich. She left him a lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
Touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A Banisher? Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a Banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
Aye. I know about Rebecca. It was she who sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
If not for love, why did she bequeath you her fortune?
Whichever. It matters not. You're a Banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down in the register. Read it if you wish.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet. None of it works. Pretty, though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now.
Ah, the visits in your sleep.
Yes, the visits in my sleep. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept. Your stuff looks good. Let's trade.
Now, my friend, we are conversing.
Dobra. O stary, ty się tak chwalisz, a masz takie badziewie, naprawdę?
Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
Farewell, and good hunting.
No dobra, znajdź stare rzeczy Rebeki, przeszukaj rejestr Ferdinando, pardon. Słabo.
Ingersoll's store and the blacksmith. Noted.
He'd sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
No dobra. Skąd ten pośpiech?
Why the hurry?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
Dobra, zacznijmy od tego.
A note?
Let's see.
Joseph, otrzymałem rzeczy, które byłeś mi winien. O dziwo, wszystko się zgadza. Myślałem, że jesteś kłamcą, wygląda to, że nie. Niewolnik Rebeki Ferdinando nie był zadowolony z majątku swojej zmarłej kochanki. Z rozkazu Penningtona jest teraz wolnym człowiekiem, a dlatego kupcem. Zapamiętaj moje słowa, tak jak główna nas wykończy. Tak czy inaczej jesteśmy kwita, ty i ja, przynajmniej do następnej partyjki kart w baraku z chłopakami. Wtedy jeszcze raz cię oskubię, Theodore S.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
She kept that quiet, as if it were of no consequence. We know where to go. The barrack room.
No dobra, to lecimy. Przeszukaj baraki. Coś ciekawego?
A vivid, the quill resonates. An echo, perhaps.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he didn't lie. Maybe he pretended to love her.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
No dobra. Rozmów się z Ferdinando. To będzie ciekawe.
Banisher?
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different, and I'd do the same again.
When you faked your feelings for Mistress Argrave, you gained much more than freedom. Rebecca made you rich.
As she lay dying, Rebecca Hardgrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
You're paying for this. This is the work. But I get the feeling it's the result that interests you, not the method. You want me to finish the job, then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch, and let's get it over with.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
You're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave. What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
True love requires you to let go.
Time to give this love story an ending.
Rebecca Hardgrave, your love for Fadi Miller is sincere but unwanted. You're hurting him. Let him go.
Is it wrong to wish to spend your life with the man you love?
You did spend your life with him. Now your life is over.
He was mine. I wanted to keep him. Was I wrong?
You don't own him. You can't own him.
Let go. Find peace.
Peace? She gets peace? After all she did?
I get peace, but you get your freedom. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Fadi. For everything.
Farewell.
She deserves no peace. She put me through hell. You don't care, Banisher. Just one more mad master in a madder world.
To zadanko poszło zaskakująco szybko, nie? Jeszcze jedno. Ostatni poboczny, moi drodzy.
Was that Abigail Rumble?
I think so. What now?
Czego Abigail nie żyje? To było to małżeństwo, które tak się strasznie kłóciło. No nie gadajcie, że stary ją zabił. Ja pierdzielę.
Sinner.
Okej.
He killed me. He killed me!
We should probably go talk to her husband.
If we say we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. If we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins, and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness.
First Epistle of John, I believe. Chapter 1. The verse escapes me. 5, is it?
8 and 9. God is light, and in him is no darkness at all. That's verse 5. You've not come back at the best of times, Red McWraith. I'm in no mood to chat.
Is your wife around? I haven't seen her.
Abigail is dead.
Ah. I'm sorry. Truly.
Thank you. Let's leave it there. And whatever you heard, it's not true.
What would I have heard exactly?
Don't mock me. I know what they say about me. I know what you all say. It was an accident, a terrible accident. I'll speak of it no more.
For someone who just lost his wife, he's awfully nonchalant.
An accident? How did she die?
She fell. She went to the cliff top and slipped and did not survive the fall. Now, leave me be.
He's shutting down. We need a lever to prise him open.
Okej, tutaj upadła.
Sense the ripple of a past conversation.
My heart sinks when I look at him, and I can't help but wonder, do I still love him? I'm burdened and ashamed and guilty because I don't love him. And yet I do. I don't care that we are childless. I don't care that we are poor. It was always the two of us. That was our promise to each other.
Kawałek stłoczonego lusterka.
Abigail wasn't alone. Who was with her?
I wonder what they were saying.
We must find the place she fell from.
Czy idziemy na górę? No hej.
What do we have here?
A safe haven, shelter from the turmoil.
A man who offers only disdain is owed no loyalty. Remember what he promised when you came to New Eden. He is a failure of a man. He puts you down to raise himself up. Don't be his weakling, Abby. Act!
Kawałek stłuczonego lusterka. Kosztownie wykonane lusterko, które w niesamowity sposób złożyło się ponownie, gdy jego dwie połówki zostały połączone. Ethel Bly.
The other side of the conversation.
Those mirrors feel like ghost ties, but I don't think they are.
There's an inscription. Ethel Bly.
We should ask John about it. I wonder who Abigail was talking to. She sounded devious.
Who benefits from belittling a servant?
Lover? Jealous friend? Something worse?
Dobra, to idziemy pogadać z Johnem, nie? Problem polega na tym, że jak na razie wszystko wskazuje na to, że coś opętającego, jakiś potwór, demon czy coś dręczył Abigail i cały czas ją namawiał do złego, nie? I sprzeciwiał, znaczy nie tyle sprzeciwiał, co zniechęcał do Johna, który i tak sam w sobie już był niezłym ziółkiem, nie? Kurde bele, ciężka sprawa. Przeszukaj dom.
Place is awfully tidy.
Since when do you care?
Says the untidiest woman ever to walk this earth.
Klucz używany przez służących posiadłości Blyów.
An old key. Convenient.
Let's match it to a lock. Spectral stains about the bed. Our ghost must manifest at night.
Coś czuję, że Bly, rodzina Bly, coś ma na sumieniu. Mój drogi Johnny, nie rozpaczaj, szatan nas kusi, to prawda, ale nasz Pan nie stworzył takiego grzechu, którego nie moglibyśmy przezwyciężyć. Małżeństwo może być trudne, a nie powinniśmy zapomnieć o oddaniu naszych serc Bogu. On jest z nami, on zawsze jest z nami. Ale chcę cię uspokoić, te niewyobrażalne grzeszne sny, o których mówisz, te nieczyste myśli, nie są aż tak poważne. Czujesz się winny, ale to jest najważniejsze. Nasz Pan uczynił nas słabymi, taka jest nasza natura. Musisz się modlić, słuchać Go, On ci odpowie. Tak jak zawsze i jako twój przyjaciel chciałbym ci powiedzieć, że jestem pewien, że prędzej czy później ty i twoja żona znowu będziecie razem, albo a wiem, że nie chcesz o tym nawet myśleć. Rozwiedziecie się. Jesteśmy jego barankami, on prowadzi nas z dala od naszych pokus z poważaniem Fairfax Haskell.
Seems Abigail had abandoned the marital bed, and it vexed him.
That's not the Puritan way.
Why feel guilty if her death was an accident?
Everyone's guilty of something.
No dobra, zapytaj Johnego żonę i przeszukaj stodołę, od niej zacznijmy. Stodoły, nie od żony. Moja najdroższa Abigail, myślę o dniu, w którym się spotkaliśmy po raz pierwszy w Selby. O tym momencie, kiedy nasze oczy się spotkały, widziałem tam i wtedy, że znalazłem osobę, z którą zamierzam spędzić resztę życia. To, że mnie zaakceptowała, się z najpiękniejszą rzeczą, jaka wydarzyła się w moim życiu i wiem, że jego reszta będzie jeszcze piękniejsza. Mogę żyć wyłącznie z tobą albo wcale, a zawsze ci oddany John. Moja najdroższa miłości. Nie możesz pojąć, jak bardzo to było tęsknię, jak bardzo chciałbym, żebyś tu był. Dni mijają tak wolno, kiedy nie macie przy mnie. Za każdym razem, gdy myślę o tobie, odkrywam, że uwielbiam cię jeszcze bardziej. Mam nadzieję, że będziesz podróżować bezpiecznie i wrócisz do mnie, będąc tak wspaniały jak zawsze. Codziennie modlę się o ciebie do naszego Pana i wiem, że mnie słyszy. Proszę, wróć szybko. Nie mogę się doczekać, żeby cię poślubić. Już nic nas nie rozdzieli. Na zawsze twoja Abigail. Moja najdroższa Abigail. Nie możesz sobie wyobrazić, jak bardzo się ucieszyłem, czytając swoje słowa. Praca tutaj jest trudna i bolesna, ale kiedy myślę o tobie, robi mi się ciepło na sercu. Nie mogę się doczekać, kiedyś wezmę cię w swoje ramiona, za kilka dni znów do ciebie napiszę. Na zawsze twój John.
Love letters. Full of youth and hope.
Abigail's clothes, already packed.
Everyone grieves differently.
I know.
The words of a ghost may resonate here. Old emotions are trapped here.
I raise for now the veil of shadows.
Will you stop walking away from me each time we are to converse?
This is not conversation, Abigail. We do not converse. Not no more. You berate me, you belittle me, Abigail. I'll walk away.
You care? You don't care about me. You don't care about our life together. I gave it all up to follow you to this godforsaken place, and you don't care if we belong. We are trapped here! I could die and you not blink an eye.
That's right! I don't care! I don't care about none of it! Why don't you just troop off and kill yourself and give me some goddamn peace?
Not a very nice man, turns out.
Ja pierdzielę, co za typ.
The resentment between these two ran deep.
A harsh price to pay for forgetting who you are. We should talk to John about his lovely marriage.
What do you want?
You argued with Abigail. Threats were made. Fair to say your marriage was troubled, yes?
Not your business. That's fair to say.
Step carefully. Keep him talking.
You met Abigail in Selby, I believe.
How could you know that? You've been prying. How dare you?
Your house is haunted. Your wife. We want to help.
My wife is gone, and you know nothing of my troubles.
You troubled by your dreams? Perhaps I can help.
Oh, I doubt that. Abigail might have helped, but it's too late for that now, eh? I don't sleep good. But my head is clear. People are tense, but we cope. We always do.
Do you, really?
Tell me more about Abigail.
God gave her more wits than most, but she wasn't shy about it. Put on the full armour of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes, I'd tell her. She had too much passion. She dwelt in earthly desires.
And that's a problem how?
When she stopped attending worship, I knew she was lost.
It's one thing to argue with your wife. It's another to push her over the edge. Abigail was in distress. Yet all you could offer in loving kindness was to tell her to kill herself.
Abigail had an accident. A terrible accident. I loved my wife. I loved her.
The man doth protest too much, methinks.
Does this mirror mean anything to you?
Never thought I'd see that again. That was Abigail's. Where did you find it?
At the cliff, where she died.
I see.
Any idea where she got it? Looks old. Heirloom, maybe.
She found it in the woods. Kept it with her. I remember it because we fought about it that night. We were low on money and I wished to sell it. She would not have it. Her vanity got the better of her.
Is he lying? I can't tell.
There's an inscription. Ethel Bly. Mean anything to you?
Bly? That's her old master's name. I don't know anything more. Abigail said she found the mirror in the woods. I'd no cause to doubt her. Swear it.
Thank you for your time, John.
Lord bless and keep you.
I find John's opinion of Abigail condescending. All he does is blame her, never questions his own behavior.
He doesn't know how to grieve, so...
You should not be here. He's going to get away with it. At last you're here.
You speak.
I speak and I follow. I needed to be sure you'd take my side.
We're Banishers. We don't take sides.
So noble. You must feel so very fortunate.
What's with the hide and go seek? Why manifest now?
I'm stronger now.
Stronger? How?
What's your reckoning, Banisher?
I reckon you've infected John's dreams. You plague him with horrible visions.
John's sinful thoughts are his own. He did not need me to die to have them.
Don't indulge it, Red.
I died at the bottom of that cliff, you know. I was alone. For hours. In agony. No one missed me. No one came. John did not come.
I thought John was the one who pushed you.
Didn't he? Even before my death, he packed my bags. He wanted me out. I did not know how badly his hatred burned. But when he saw me dead, I saw it in his face. Behind the shock, he was relieved.
What happened to you, Abigail?
What do you think happened?
We're asking the questions here.
Are you?
So, what happened to you, Abigail?
A man happened to me. Our bitter, pitiful world happened to me. I had a life in Yorkshire. Work I loved. I never wanted to come here.
That doesn't entirely answer the question.
You're a capable woman. Were.
As were you.
So how did you allow a man to bind you to this realm?
You first.
I am not bound here by the weakness of a man who cannot let me go.
We found pieces of a mirror that used to belong to you.
Give them to John. By rights, the mirror is his.
You hate John, but you want him to have your things. Isn't that just a little contradictory?
You're a ghost haunting a banisher. Isn't that just a little contradictory? How was it for you? To die, I mean.
I'm not discussing this with you.
Betrayed. Again. Failed. Again. Making excuses for the one you love. Again.
What? No.
And how did it feel to be deceived by your best friend? By your first love?
Enough. Who found your body? Who told John about your fall?
I don't recall, but does it matter? One moment I was alive and lost in thought, the next I was dead and bound to John. And to him, my death felt good. The deepest comfort. Solace most profound. I felt those feelings. But those feelings were not mine.
We aren't going anywhere. We'll keep digging.
Yes. Do that.
Dobra, to wchodzimy do posiadłości, kurde bela. To już czuję, że to jest zadanie wielowarstwowe. Tu jest tyle, zobaczcie, tyle pierdół, nawet to przesuwanie obrazków, nie? Ale chciałbym, kurde, skupić się na fabule i chcę już zakończyć wszystkie wątki.
The imprint in the velvet is shaped like our mirror.
Moments from the past are still here.
Imi sio marhunienish.
I don't need you no more.
What are you doing? Foolish girl.
Please, no. Please don't hurt him. No!
Whatever's in this mirror is neither ghost nor spectre.
Where is Abigail?
Abigail has left us, my dears.
By what name should we know you?
Always that same question, and you know better than to ask it, Anteę Duarte.
I don't need a name to send the likes of you back from whence you came. I've done it before.
How does she know your name?
It's not Abigail. It's a... well, some would call it a demon. A bloody pest is what it is.
You call us demons, but from where we watch in the great below, we are angels. You poor, transparent, knowable you are upside down.
What have you done with Abigail?
She's here, in a way. I am the pool, deep and dark. She is the ripple that spreads and dies away, returning to the whole, a thing no longer.
You're possessing her? How?
We are friends. Such good friends.
No, you're a lie. Vapor in the darkness.
Really? When you sit beneath a tree alone with no one to talk to, no one to play with, how easy it is to lose yourself.
You know nothing about me.
Ignore it, Anteę.
Don't tell me what to do.
Poor, transparent, knowable you.
Not ghost, not spectre. What are you?
I am I, the bringer from beyond the gates.
Yes, yes, we know all about the void.
No, you do not. But you will. You will know the void inside out, and you'll know nothing else.
You target couples. You nest inside their hearts and plant the seed of resentment there, and grow it until it flowers and destroys them. We felt you in our hearts, too.
You came to me. You all come to me. When all you have lost becomes too much to bear. Tell me, little girl, how does it feel to watch the world make ready to pass you by?
Do not answer, Anteę. You said it yourself. We shouldn't engage with it.
I know what I said, and I know what I'm doing.
Get on with it, then.
You're the Banisher now. You get on with it.
Right. Abigail tried to smash the mirror. She tried to break your hold on her. What happened to her?
Are you a happy man, Red Rory McGrath?
Answer the question.
Do you feel hollow? What would you do to once again feel her touch? To feel her finger trace lines upon your cheek?
What do you want here?
Do you feel guilty for leaving your family behind? Was it worth their sacrifice? Are you ashamed? Do you want to hear it from Aoife's mouth? Your sister can't be far.
No.
Abigail wanted to protect John. To the end, she wanted you gone.
Abigail made her choice, but she lacked the strength to live with it.
That's enough. Let's get this over with.
Let's.
Oh! Get back here! I hate when they do that.
No dobra. Cóż to kurde za demon?
Words from the past linger here.
Jak go wypędzić, nie? Troszkę dramat. Są na górze może? Tutaj.
It's close. I feel it. Stay on your guard.
Dobra.
You aim for the heart.
Serii, I thought you were gone. I thought I... You're here. Really here?
I'm here.
We need to end this.
Gdzie oni są? A, tutaj mgiełka prowadzi na górę. Okej.
That's enough, Abigail.
Step away from him.
What will you do? Banish me? Banish poor, sweet, innocent Abigail? Send us both into the darkness?
You know well enough, Anteę, my child. There is no ascent for Abigail now. There's no escape from the likes of me. Unless I grant it. I offer you a trade. A bargain. Abigail's ghost for John. Give John his due, and Abigail is free.
Abigail, if there is still a part of you in there, I'm sorry. There is sacrifice in love, but love should not be all sacrifice. You're in an awful situation. We'll put an end to it.
Please, no, don't send me down. Hell awaits me there. A terrible banquet in which I am the meal.
That's enough. We are not banishing Abigail today, but the demon that has taken her.
It's a gamble.
John! John, please, help me.
I'd help Abigail in a heartbeat, but you are not really her.
Red, put an end to this circus.
Go back to the void, wherever you are, and to your masters, whatever they may be.
I'll take my prize to the great below, and there I shall feast. You are invited to the banquet, all of you. But especially you, Anteę. She knows about you. She knows all about you. And she's waiting.
I banish you!
Trochę szkoda, ale w tym momencie nie miałem innej opcji.
Where am I? What happened? Banisher?
It's over, John. The entity haunts you no longer.
I had such terrible dreams. Was it the devil?
Sure, John. It was the devil.
God preserve us all. Thank you, Banisher. I need to pack up and go.
Okej. To było straszne. Trochę szkoda, że nie byłem w stanie dać jej, wiecie, jakby przede wszystkim egzorcyzmu, ale kurde bele.
100 years from now, that mirror will still be cursed. Unless we destroy it.
Where should we start?
Maybe a witch could help.
O proszę, będzie można. No w każdym razie, moi drodzy, mam nadzieję, że odcinek wam się podobał, bo kolejny będzie ostatnim. Robimy zakończenie. Mam nadzieję więc, że będziecie pamiętali o kciuku w górę. Nie zapomnijcie też o subskrypcji, dzwoneczku, wtedy żaden film was nie ominie ode mnie. W tym odcinku i ze wszystkich pobocznych z Banishers. To tyle. Mam nadzieję, że się wam podobało. Pamiętajcie, że moje odcinki powstają dzięki wsparciu patronu z Patronite'a. Link do niego macie na ekranie i poniżej. Moją stronkę, na której są top listy, mojego Instagrama, Facebooka i wszystkie inne fajne miejsca znajdziecie oczywiście w opisie. No i raz jeszcze pamiętajcie o kciuku w górę, bo to nic nie kosztuje, a bardzo, bardzo wspiera kanał. Dzięki za uwagę, moi drodzy, i do miłego usłyszenia.